Oh, thank you. Now Andrew the Giant is co-streaming. Come on in, friends. And Mandy Diff, Gravity Bong Count. She's got her first one down for the day. Rini says, I know it's like someone left the dungeon open. I have a whole story going with that, Oscar. Okay, I'm going to make sure. Chandler says, all the screaming reminds me of my basement. Reminds you of your basement, huh? Well, let me see. What do I have here in my videos? I have I can't find that one in real time, so I'll continue on. David's getting the laughs. F the Brewer, says Matt, checking in. We're near the bottom of the chat family check-in. One by one.
Just
all at
snapped
once.
up when you said that.
Who that?
Yeah, Andrew, it snapped up when you said that.
We're going to talk about Ryan Sandberg. I'm going to let you guys continue to talk to each other because that's what we do here. Yes.
Stormy, if you're in the chat.
Oh, boy.
Could you post on my social medias that you have, let people know what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a fair thing to do, Andrew. Or you know what you should do, buddy? If you want to, like, I mean, you've done this before. If you want to go off camera a little bit and do some Andrew the Giant 96 stuff, and then come back on here, if that's a way you want to fit it, both, like, take care of your channel during this show, maybe that's a way to do it there, buddy. So I don't mind that. Maybe we can do something like that. And Jake Hudson, he says hi. And Stormy gets the love from our friend Scuff with Shane. All right. Well, maybe that's an idea, Andrew. You've done it before. Andrew's normally sitting here backstage staring at my camera like 2 hours before the show starts, and he's doing a live at the same time. So if you want to take a little pause, Andrew, when there's not times for you to talk and maybe catch up when although you're co-streaming on there too, so I see that's an issue too. So we're working it out. We'll figure it out. I've been talking to Pet Farm some too, says Stormy. Stormy, yeah, she's always got something brewing in the background. And why is Andrew in the principal's office? He got punished. That's how it is. He's waiting for the principal to come in and give him his suspension. I had Tony Really on my show yesterday. Well, if I knew who that was, I'd be impressed. You have support from me and others building up more and more, Andrew. I told you there's talk going on and visits being planned. Yes, Scott.
Jake isn't talking about Tony Reale, is he?
I can't. That's all. I don't know. What do you know, Tony Reale?
Yeah, that's
that name.
Yeah,
Who
he interviewed.
That? Wasn't he like on Sports Center for a while and had like a major sports show?
Yeah, he interviewed him yesterday. Scott,
I'm not. I got to look at his face.
But didn't he do Around the Horn? Wasn't that Tony Reale?
I don't know. But I was on Jake's show this morning, so. Jake told me
I recognize the face, but I didn't recognize the name, but I do recognize the face. He does an ESPN show. Yeah, Around the Horn. You're right, Scott. Yeah. Good pull there, buddy.
Holy shit, Jake. Man, that's a good fucking pull there.
Good for you. Yeah, I didn't recognize the name, but thank you, Jake, for letting me know. Thanks for big timing us in my chat. There you go. You have support. Andrew is in his office now. That's right. We're going to put his name on the door. Andrew's going to run the place. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, Jake.
Yeah, hook Andrew up. I'll ask for him.
Mm-hmm.
Could you do some stuff for me, bro? Since I'm unable to.
He's trapped in an office, Jake. Have some sympathy. He can't get out. He can't talk to people. Talk to Tony and tell him that Andrew's stuck in an office and he'd like to interview him sometime, Jake. Is that the least you could do? Jesus. All right, let's see. You have support building. Let's continue on here with the vibe. Hi, everyone in the chat from Stormy.
Stormy, you forgot to set up the channel when the vibe started.
She's probably literally having 100 conversations about how she can visit Andrew and make sure things are going right for Andrew and make things better. And as soon as she shows up, like, you didn't do enough. You didn't start up BF show in here. And I told you that was okay, Andrew. It doesn't have to be set up in advance. You can do it just like you did now. Or not at all. It's fine with me. My friend Stormy checks in. Wow, we've been friends much longer than 5 months. A 5-month member chat. Happy Tuesday. Hashtag Andrew Army. Electric Head Gino. Electric Head Gino lets us know that he, around the horn, he worked on Pardon the Interruption before that. That was those afternoon shows that I'd only catch every now and then, Electric Gino. Those ESPN kind of chat shows. All right. Well, we're kind of caught up with the opening chat family, with the chat family check-in, I believe, around the horn. I can't set up the Vibe, silly. LOL. I don't have access to BF StreamYard. It's okay. You're set up for no filter. I think she's just meaning the co-streaming or whatever. We can talk about it. It's not even really an issue. Stormy getting shout out love from Oscar Electric. 2 people that are so creative and helpful and elevate all of our games and help all us out, whether graphically or personally, like with Andrew. We appreciate all of you. And I'll just let you know with that last chat, that was the end of the opening chat family check-in. And I'll play you something from the very talented and generous Stormy right here. She made this for me. And then we're going to get on with the show, Andrew.
Yourselves.
So what you continue to do, while we continue to attempt to bring you 3 hours of live fun right here on The Vibe every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3. Yes, Andrew. Yes, your thought.
What should I tell my fans in a short, like, should I tell them?
You should say, this is Andrew the Giant. I'm being held hostage against my will in an office. Please come help me. They got sheets on the curtain, for God's sake. No, you Andrew, I always say, buddy, and you're a pro at this. It's the reason you have over 40,000 subscribers all on your own without our influence at all. Is that speak from your heart, my friend? I think that's what's gotten you here, is being honest. You get on there and you just hit start and you go, hey everybody, it's Andrew. I'm sorry I haven't been on here for a minute. I'm kind of stuck in a broom closet. Whatever you got to say, Andrew, just throw a little video out there. Yeah, you can check out of here, do that, and then check back in. And maybe that's a way that you can add some balance to Andrew the Giant 96, where this show is being co-streamed on. But right now, we're Tuesday. We're about setting vibes, Andrew. What do you say? Let's get funny. Let's get funky. Yeah. What do you say if I got some heavy metal, guitar, karate? If I mix those two, that's what you got here on The Vibe. Check this out, Scott.
Oh.
It's Heavy Metal Karate Day on The Vibe.
Guitar's on fire.
Oh, we didn't go through that one, Scott. And he's playing with the same hand. Whack. Oh, that was just a whack. What was that? Oh, his head.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit. One more time. Karate Guitar Hero. It's just America. Matt's having fun with the other car movies. What's up, Matt?
He catches the guitar on fire. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a tip of it.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Little. I like that. Who said that one? Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, it's an awesome story. They're talking about that. Let's see. Oh, we got a strain talk here in the chat. Mandy Diff, Gravity Bong, Street Cred Weed. I'm loving it. Hash Burger Strange. He went back to the old street pharmacist. I've been restricted by my new residency. Tyranny says what you should say. Yeah, I like my idea better. I'm being held against my will in an office. So I'm about to run this bitch. I'm about to be the CEO. Just call yourself the CEO up in there. Andrew, the CEO. Karate Guitar Hero. I like that selection right there. So good just America right here. I'm high enough to do that. Let's roll, says Mandy. No, Mandy. Just stick with the gravity bong. Don't be chopping anything. You'll be coming in here telling us about your busted hand soon. All right, Rainey. But what we're going to do, Rainey, I see you right here in the last chat. Rainey and Mandy and all my great friends, I'm about to do that. I'm about to head over to my news desk, and we're going to talk about a few stories at length with the BF Live The Vibe. Other news, this is the BF Live The Vibe. Not so serious news. Oh, I'm practicing my dances for real. I'm doing them for real. That's not just AI. Let's bring it in. Let's do it. P-Cunt always lets us know it's Bobby Cronkite time. Well, speaking of P-Cunt, we're going to start off. This is the BF Live The Vibe, other news. We're going to bring our friend in P-Cunt now because we're going to start off with our celebrity death report. And we're going to talk about Ryne Sandberg. But first, let's say hello to our friend. Before we talk about death and gloom, we'll honor Ryne Sandberg, but we're going to bring him in, folks. A lot of you know him and respect him, given the name and respect that he deserves as the commissioner. Well, he's here. It's the commissioner himself. It's P-Cunt.
Good, y'all.
How y'all doing? We're doing it. We're having it at the same time because we have Bobby Nick here, and now we have our friend P-Cunt here.
We're doing it.
The commissioner. How's it been, P-Cunt?
Not too bad. Just chilling.
Yeah. Made it through that. Thank you for all your support in the chat. I always thank you. I always like to thank you.
You're very welcome.
But so yeah, I guess you've been in the chat and all, but there's a last week that we had of death and everything, buddy. I was hoping. I even thought about it yesterday when I got on my gear. I'm like, man, I hope we have a smoother week as far as celebrity death wise than we did last week. That was some kind of week, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was like boom, boom, boom. It was like one icon after another.
Yeah. Now you were on last week. It's becoming like a once a week kind of thing with you. And last week, did you happen to miss the show where somebody didn't die, or did one of them die during your visit to the show? Did you recall who died when you were on? It might have been the one day where nobody died. It might have been the Tuesday. I don't know. But
yeah, I think it was. Because
yeah,
Ozzy
you would remember.
Ozzy died. Yeah, Ozzy died on Tuesday, and then Hogan died on Thursday. So I was on Wednesday.
Yep, we had Malcolm Jamal Warner before that. So, but now we're talking about Ryne Sandberg. We're going to do a celebrity death report. So let me run my little funky elements, and I'll let everybody know that we're about to, we always say that we kind of do the celebrity death report to remind us how important it is to live and to live well. So we're going to do it again today. We'll do a little honor for a passing celebrity that I know is P-Cunt's a big fan, as well as Terry Nee and others in the chat. So we're going to get down to it and do it. We're going to start the news. We're going to open it up as soon as I find my element with a celebrity death report. BF Live, celebrity death, marriage, and divorce report. They lived, they loved, they died. All right, I'll let you know. I guess P-Cunt, I'm probably accused of spelling it wrong too. I knew there was something weird about his name, but regardless of how it's spelled, it doesn't have any condition with the fact that he passed away. Ryne Sandberg, I guess I always called him Ryan, right? I guess imagine a lot of people do that.
Pretty sure everybody pretty much called him Ryne Sandberg.
Yeah, but if you really look at the spelling, it's Ryne, R-Y-N-E. Well, Ryne Sandberg, he was a longtime Cubs star and baseball Hall of Famer, dies after a cancer battle. Ryne Sandberg spent all but 13 games of his 16-season MLB career with the Cubs. So did you know about that he started out briefly with a team there, P-Cunt?
Yeah, he was with the Phillies before he became a Cub.
Very good, man. That's good. I looked it up yesterday as part of my research for doing this today. And yeah, I saw, because I had always ever known him to be a Cub, P-Cunt. So I was kind of fascinated to learn that he had a little stint with the Phillies, and so short, what'd they say, 13, 16 games or something like that?
Yeah, it was very short-lived, and then the Cubs ended up with him.
Huh. Well, I'm going to read you the story about him and his condition and all, and then we'll get on with some other stuff. But longtime Chicago Cubs star and Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg died Monday, the team announced. He was 65. Sandberg died due to complications with cancer, which he was diagnosed with twice in 2024. Wow. Fuck cancer. He revealed in January 2024 that he had been diagnosed with the metastatic prostate cancer. Yikes. Sandberg fended it off initially, and about 8 months later, he said he was cancer-free. In December, however, Sandberg announced that the cancer had spread to other organs in his body. That led him to undergo more intensive treatment. With great sadness, we share that Ryne Sandberg has passed away today, and they have a picture on Twitter. It says Sandberg spent nearly all of his MLB career with the Cubs. After a 13-game stint with the Philadelphia Phillies in 1981, Sandberg spent the next 15 seasons with the Chicago Cubs before he retired after the 1997 campaign. He made 10 straight All-Star appearances, P. Cunt. That puts him in a kind of a special kind of place. 10 in a row, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's
to be that good, it would. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best second basemen there ever was. I mean, him and Joe Morgan right there, like the best one growing up.
And to be that good 10 years in a row, to be picked by the fans and your peers, that tells me something about his level of play, Andrew. What do you got, buddy?
What was his batting average?
I should have known Andrew wants that. You're the fucking sports guy, Andrew. Let me see. We'll go further down in the article and see if it gives like a life.
Line 1.
Oh,
Cindy, line 1.
Andrew, line 2. Andrew, line 2. All right. Sandberg spent, we got that. He left 10 straight All-Star appearances. There he is when they honored him with the first pitch one night at one of the games. Sandberg won 7 Silver Slugger awards and 9 Gold Gloves. So 9 Gold Gloves is the pinnacle for defensive. So like you said, P. Cunt, he must have been an awesome second baseman to win 9 Gold Gloves at his position.
Oh, definitely.
That means he was like the best person at that particular position out of all the major leaguers by winning the Golden Glove. 285 career batting average. Our friend Brian Kowalczyk checks in, Andrew. We hadn't got to that yet. Mr. Rico checks in. Into that Suave. That says hello to Tiff. Rico Suave checks in on the vibe. Hey, Rini. Docs, LOL. So much for names not being said on stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, that. I only heard like one name there as far as the that background noise there, Stormy. But I thought I said something at first, but there you go. Hey.
I know. And the thing is, before when he was in his own room,
couldn't hear.
We never ever heard that. Yeah. We never heard that once.
He would hit the button and they wouldn't have, come and get me, whatever. We'd never heard any of them. All we ever hear was kind of stuff like that. Let's see. Just funny, exactly. Just funny. Looking good, Andrew, says Mr. Rico.
Thank you, man.
You got a new haircut, Mr. Rico. What do you think about this?
I have to say something to this man, Mr. Rico.
Nope, it's going to be gay.
Thank you for
hello.
Many years of support, Mr. Rico. Thank you for always being on my channel, and thank you for the love and support, y'all.
Wow.
Sound like a date.
Totally appreciate it.
That was very nice, Andrew. Right? Yeah, you're right. P. Cunt. He didn't have to be poked or prodded to say it, number one. And number two, it was about a male and not a female. Normally he only says glowing things about females, but that was actually about a male person. Very good on you, Andrew. That's very nice to kind of acknowledge someone that looks out for you. Mandy's ever optimistic with her gravity bong hit. She says it'll all work out. It'll all work out. Just do a gravity bong and think on it. That's all you gotta do. And that's it. She's doing it. Look at that. Look how you made Mr. Rico's day there, Andrew. I didn't even know that Mr. Rico meant that much to you, but now we all know it because you said it, buddy. So thank you. I had no idea that Mr. Rico was that integral in what you do. So now I know. Mandy Diff says, we need some kind of soundproof box with lighting to put over Andrew's head. A Buddha box. on South Park. But seriously, something that would have noise cancellation. And then, then we would struggle. He's the man in the box. And then Andrew would be struggling to put a box on his head rather than headphones. Like, I'm here with my box. All right, Mandy Diff. So, and I don't. Let's make sure we covered everything we did about Ryan Sandberg. But yeah, it's unfortunate. The thing I will say about this is because it hits home to me, and I know it's a touchy subject, guys, but it's better than dying in that go get your oil checked. Go get your prostate checked. I know before I had it done, I didn't want to hear it neither, and I wasn't really looking forward to it. Luckily, I had my wife. She was motivated to make the appointment for me because she knew I wasn't going to be very motivated to make it. But there's such a feeling of empowerment once you get your oil checked and you get that clean result back, and they tell you that you got nothing to worry about for the next 5 or 10 years. You feel like a Superman. And plus, once it goes to this point and it passes and it goes to other organs, you are done. So this can be caught early and detected early. So go get your oil checked, guys. Go get your prostate checked. It's really not that big of a deal. Sorry, Andrew, let me finish this. You do the prep very late at night without eating. You kind of sleep through the not eating part. You get up early in the morning. You go get your oil checked real quick, and you're feeling better. Go ahead, Andrew.
And sadly, it happens to more younger and younger people.
That's true, Andrew. It seems to be as we've gotten older that all of these used to be old people diseases are catching up to the younger crowd. So Andrew makes a good point. You're hearing more and more about young people getting cancer and having heart disease, things of this nature.
So they're recommending now that age 40 or because it's usually at age 50?
It used to be 50, Andrew, and they have recently reduced both of those time frames for women's breast cancer, and the same goes for women. And I went through that. My wife went through that personally, where they found a little lump through regular examinations, and she got it removed safely. So fuck cancer. It's nothing to fuck with. You got to stay on top of it. Get your oil checked. Because younger people ignore their bodies, Tiff, because we used to have that feeling of defiance when you were 25 or 30. You never thought about cancer or heart attacks or anything. But now I think it's something that more younger people have to consider. Youngsters are always sitting there on their asses playing games. So it might be, your balls might settle, guys. Got to go get that oil checked. Switch to a female doctor, at least, says Brian Kowalczyk. That takes all the fun out of it. Let's see. Rini says, wow. Now, no, guys, there's an example of this right here. Rini says, thank you for that PSA, Bobby Fram. If my husband would have done so, he would be here. I can't make it any more clear than that, guys. So it is kind of preventable. I'd be curious to know, Pecan, if Ryan Sandberg was doing any pre-checking or if he was that stubborn guy that didn't want to know. I don't know. That all kinds out there.
It could have been. I mean, sometimes you just don't realize, that your body is has some kind of disease.
Right, until you feel the symptoms, and it might be too late after that point. So, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I picked up on the fact, Pecan, after a while. I'm like, I noticed something around here, that these women live an awful long time. And I'm like, I'm going to try to be a little smarter and be like my wife and maybe do what the women do more, like go to a doctor or something like that. I couldn't get to the mic fast enough there. I couldn't hear it anyway. It sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher, Andrew. Yeah. There you go. That's what it sounded like to me. I did survive my birthday. Flex 316 checking in, surviving his birthday.
Oh.
There you go.
So, yeah. Hey, Flex, how are you, mate?
Terry Nee, FJM says, doesn't Terry Nee get his oil checked once a month just for the hell of it? Yeah. he tries to always wants, but yeah, if you want to go to DC and check my oil, and I'm like, no, I do not. Let me see. Rainey says that my doctor always has his thumb up my ass. And you're not even in the office when it happens, I'm guessing, too, are you? Let me see. Let me go. Oh, there we go. Oh. There you go.
Hey, Flex, how are you, mate?
Okay, I see these. Let's do these links real quick. All right, let's do some little shameless promotion here, right here in the middle of what we're doing. How about I'll do this. I'm going to wrap up. I think we took care of all of our thoughts on the whole Ryan Sandberg situation, and I hope you use it as a kind of a warning, a PSA, guys. Go get that oil check because prostate cancer is highly preventable. There you go. It's more you know from BF, and that was just now we're going to do the not so serious news, the other news, but we wanted to open up acknowledging the passing of Major League Baseballer Ryan Sandberg. Now we're on with the other news. That was a celebrity death report.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
All right, let's keep going. Let's see. Flex getting the love from what did Rini had good news in there? Yeah, I thought fuck cancer, they're saying, of course. It jumped on me real good. I want to acknowledge Flex saying good day to Tiff. Flex getting love from Peacunt. That's good, Flex. Mine's in 2 days. Good day, mate. Flex316 saying good day to all of us. Terry Nee says, force your doctor to have digital rectal exam, finger in the ass, MRI imaging, transrectal ultrasound, and prostate biopsy test if it runs in your family. And it did run in my family. And that's another reason why I was motivated myself a little more to go have my Earl checked, because my father had it as well. So if you have a family history, or even if you don't, go get your oil checked. Juggalette Jen checks in with another most generous gifted. You showered me with gifts, Juggalette Jen, making our family even bigger. Positive vibe family. I love the feeling of this show and how it's growing. I'm good, and you see, and great, I see. Nick in Fort Wayne caught that from Juggalette Jen. Making the vibe family bigger, making people come over and saying, what is this vibe all about? Thank you, Juggalette Jen. Andrew's sitting up. Good day, says our friend Flex316. I know Andrew already shouted out. You're right, Flex. You're right, Flex.
Flex, how are you?
This is his executive office position here, Flex. He can't be just like leaning on the job here. He's got a busy show to run over there. Got a place to run. Jen getting love from Brian Kowalczyk. Rini shouting out Jen. Juggalette Jen, Gano from Peacunt. Anyone I missed, hi from Flex316, checking in from the middle of the night down under. Nothing more flattering than someone staying up into the wee hours picking up vibes in the States. Peacunt getting love from Flex316. Brian Kowalczyk gives a membership for the vibe.
Hell yeah.
You guys are awesome to me. Thank you. Let's see who caught that. The True Elements bot lets me know that Gene1313 just became a member right here. Welcome, Gene1313. If you click on the notification and you're coming over here to the vibe going, what is this notification I got? What is the vibe? The vibe is chat family. Welcome, Gene1313. Yes, Brian. Oscar Leche is on target with the love. Good day, Flex. Oh my goodness. The generosity is beautiful, Brian. Apparently, it's not going to stop there, because Peacunt then checks in, sitting at the bottom of my screen, gifting. Who's he gifting and lifting? Sir Vosif got that gift. That's a name I'm familiar with, but I haven't seen around the chat for a minute. Well, how you doing, Sir Vosif? It's a rally, says Brian Kowalczyk. 320, just smashed some people on a game at 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning, and Flex316 is picking up some vibes down under. We love it. Love it, P, says Rini. The smell of the GG at 4 dank as fuck. He's got his own strain going on down there, and we're continuing on. We're going to start the regular news now, guys. This is my first story in the vibe, not so serious news. Bob, I think I told you before we started the show that we noticed a pattern here, at least I have, and I pointed it out on the vibe, that these trucks are spilling on the road all the time. We've had trucks spilling mozzarella sticks, beer, sex toys, all type fruits and vegetables. I have another story. Here's another one. Overturned truck covers Washington Road in cherries. So I just like the whole line of it. Like I said, we've had beer, we've had all types of things spilled on the road, money, pasta, all types of things. But in Washington, a road became sticky sweet mess on Monday when a semi-truck overturned and spilled its load of cherries on the roadway. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said on social media that the truck overturned Monday morning on Grant Road. Okay, between Union Avenue and the roundabout at Urban Industrial Airport Way. Did Andrew, let me take him out if he didn't, I'm going to take Andrew out. It goes on to say the road was closed in both directions while the crews worked to clear the wreckage and the now crushed cherries from the pavement. But did you see, look at how that thing just busted all the way open. Let me share this tab instead. Look at that, guys. That's all cherries on the road. So there you go. I figured I would just include it in the not so serious news. If I would have known all these were going to happen, Bob, I would like saved every one of them, because I got like a whole list of stories that I've done on.
Right?
Right? You've noticed this because you used to point it out. You're like, wow, there's other shit spilled on the road. Apparently people are constantly spilling shit on the road. We're learning here doing the vibe, Bob. So there you go. The latest item is cherries. That one day when we did the report about the sex toys being spilled on the highway, that was funny because they were trying to do like a live helicopter shot and they're like, I don't really know what's going on down there. I'm not sure what they see. Sex toys were all over the highway. So that's my first story in the vibe. Not so serious news. Scott, you've said you're like a snake and a reptile guy. I've gotten that out of you before, right? You've talked about that with Tay Boogie, right?
Yeah, I've always had snakes, regular yard snakes, and then I had a red-tailed boa constrictor for a few years.
What is your take on monitors? Monitor lizard.
I like lizards are my favorite, but I'm pretty sure a monitor lizard ain't that I don't think you can keep that kind. If I remember right, they're kind of.
Well, it sounds like you know your shit. I'm going to read the story that tells you about a monitor lizard that got away.
You can kind of go both ways.
All right, well, you like either one. Okay, well, this one. A water monitor lizard that escaped from its owner's home in Massachusetts was spotted a week later across the state border in Connecticut. Scott, this thing escaped out of a second floor window and made it to another state, bro. That's what I'm telling you. A monitor. Let's read about this. Police in Webster, Massachusetts said the 5-foot lizard named Goose escaped from his owner's home on July 18th by jumping out of a second-story window. That was the first part that caught my attention about this one. Monitor lizards are not legal to keep, so you know your shit, Scott, as pets in the state without a permit. And authorities said that Goose's owner did not have the required paperwork. Goose was spotted Friday in Thompson, Connecticut. About 5 miles from Webster town, officials said the monitor was seen in the Little Pond area of Wilsonville Road and Thompsonville Road. The animal is owned illegally, and it is important to call animal control as soon as there is a spotting so we can capture it. We do have a reptile specialist we are working with, Thompson Animal Control said in a statement in a social media post. If you spot this reptile, please immediately contact Animal Control or the police department. That's right, it's armed and dangerous. Let me run the video report here, Scott, because watch when you see, because I'm thinking, how did the monitor get out of a second floor like window and kind of live and survive? How did it do it? Maybe this video report will shed a little bit of more light on it. We're going to take it to you right now. Here we go.
We have an update on that lizard on the loose. Police say it has been spotted in Connecticut. Police in Thompson posted to Facebook that the missing water monitor had been seen in the Little Pond area. The lizard named Goose escaped last week from a home in Webster by jumping out of a second floor window. Thompson police say they are working with a reptile specialist, and it's important that anyone who sees the lizard report it right away.
Ooh, he must have a reptile dysfunction. That sounds like, hey, I made a funny there. A reptile dysfunction in our story on the Vibe Not So Serious News. Amber says free cherries on that other first story with the cherries all over the road. Yeah, look, Flex remembers the money. We've had cherries, beer, money, mozzarella sticks, like boxes of cheese, all types of stuff being spilled on the highways all over the place. Hey, Amber from Tiffany, Washington. Amber checks in and says blueberries, cheese, and beer. She remembers the list of them, too. There you go. That's a GB idea for you, Andrew, all of you streamer controllers. Immediately when you see a worker or when he hits his button for people to come in, we've done every kind of mix of that, Mandy Diff. We have no interest in having anybody on camera that doesn't say, hello, hey, I'm good with this. I'd rather be on camera. I believe that our first action is to always kind of be respectful, to mute, and to put things backstage. You've already seen me do it multiple times where I said, I'll put you backstage. I'll put you backstage. I'll put you backstage. So it's a balance, and we kind of, and after a while you get a rhythm like, oh, this person's coming in, so I'll mute it or whatever, what have you. And like I said, it's a learning process. Tiffany, good afternoon from Amber checking in. Good day there, Amber from Flex 316 checking in from Down Under. Dewey checks in from the Andrew the Giant channel and says, what's up to Andrew? And Andrew, oh, you know what? There he is. Did you take yourself? I took you out. You good, buddy? You trying to do your video?
Even though you guys do that, they still don't believe I'm off camera.
I know they have no way of verifying it, so they're automatically going to default to think that, well, since I don't know and have no way of knowing, they're just always going to assume that they're on Andrew. So like I said, you're an unconventional guy. I think it's going to take some time to getting used to, and there will be people that maybe feel comfortable and don't give a shit, and then there'll be other people that'll be like, get me off of there right away. And so we'll do whatever is necessary in whatever case pops up. What's up, Dewey, checking in? I have them there. You can have a pet monitor, maybe in your state, Tiffany Washington. She says you can have a pet monitor. Imagine it varies state from state. Hey, Flexi, happy belated birthday. 25 again, huh? Says Amber. They're not fun in Australia. They're massive, talking about the monitors. How big must they be, Scott? Because they said that one was 5 foot.
Yeah, I think they kind of like almost get like Komodo dragons, you know, they'll bite you and you'll die of some kind of infection or something.
So can you imagine if you illegally possess one of these, you have it up on a second floor in your room, the window's like cracked just like that, and then you're like, I'm pretty good, right? Second floor, a little crack in the window, and he must have squeezed himself out of there, P-cunt, and a monitor squeezes out that window, got on the roof, and just 5 miles away in another state. That's another thing that got me, Scott, about that story.
Yeah, it's a... Well, I guess they don't want another invasive species on their hands as well. So
that is true. That is true. El Sports Fanatic. Hey, buenos dias. El Sports Fanatic. How you doing? You sound like my Spanish when I was younger. Welcome to BF Live The Vibe. This is 3 hours of fun and positive vibes and hanging out with the chat family. And Andrew Esker Worker, we have that. Yeah, man, we appreciate all this assistance. We have gone through this many times. Like Andrew, when in his other home, he's had different caretakers come in that we've had to do this with. I believe they changed management at one time, and then they tried to hit him with some different rules, Bobby Nick, at the other place, if I'm not mistaken. We've been through all types of mixes of this with Andrew. Let's see. My bad. Yep, that one. I would try to catch it. Happy Born Day, Flex from Mandy Diff. She says, nah, we're going to get to another.
Let Boneloads know what's happening?
Shit. I forgot to, Andrew. I'll have to let him know. I'll let him know right now, actually.
He does watch the show. He might even be in the chat.
Yeah.
He says they like eating people. They bite and wait for you to die from sepsis.
Yeah, they follow you around for a week and just wait for you to drop, and then they eat you.
Wow. I had no idea I was going to learn these extra facts right here on the Vibe, but I shouldn't be surprised. I would say might learn something before you're done. BF, you better, you're 50. I remember the free food and beer. Let's see. Monitors are not Komodo dragons. That's all you know.
I meant like
reptiles in general.
Yeah,
large reptiles.
Larger lizards.
Larger lizards.
Tiffany just wants to shit on everything I say.
She's doing.
You don't have to put the backstage or nothing.
You mean
mute?
She's always fact checking me.
I mute my computer and do the video.
Okay. You mean women like to say the exact same thing using different words, but then say the way you said it is wrong? Is that what you meant?
She's always fact checking me, man.
I'm familiar with that because I have a wife and 2 daughters, and I'll say something to them, Scott, and they'll just change like the order of the words around very little, and they'll say the same thing. I'm like, well, that's what I said, but they didn't like the selection of words that I use, so. I'm like, you just said the same thing, that exact same thing I said, but just change a few words. But that's what they do. Rather than just comprehending you and understanding you, they have to convert it, change it to their language, and tell you were wrong, and then we move on with the conversation. There we go. That's it. I nailed it, didn't I? I felt that one. There you go. You can tell I get affected by that. They're nasty. 4 to 5 feet long is a thing. Wouldn't survive a Connecticut winter, speculates our friend David Chandler. Good point. They are warm-blooded, right? So they probably wouldn't make that. Damn, Nick, says Mandy Diff. Get with IRLMAO. Let's see. Get with it. Scott getting the love. We have lace and sand water. I'm not familiar with lace and sand water. Never heard of that term. You have to enlighten us there. Or the lice. Lace are the number one. Are we talking about lice or lace? I own a bearded dragon and a python, says Tiffany Washington. Flexi. Scott, I was going to say, if anybody in this chat did, I wouldn't put it past Tiffany Washington. Snake, all that stuff. That's Tiffany Washington. I have Bardies running around here native. We're not familiar with Bardies. First, you said first. What was that? The lace or lice? Lice and one? Let's see. All right. Let's continue on here with the vibe. Wow, I didn't know I'd get that much conversation out of that old monitor slipping out the window there, but I'm really glad I did because that's what we do here on the vibe. We have fun and we talk with the chat family. Now, I grew up being a young kid when I started watching MASH, Scott, because it would always come on late at night after the news.
Yep.
The TV show MASH, was it Medical Army Surgical Hospital or Mobile Army Surgical Hospital? It had Alan Alda, it had all these different stars in it, and it was a little beyond me as far as the mentally, Scott, because it had to do with the Korean War, So
right.
I don't know that I always grasped or understood what war. I think for a while I probably thought it was Vietnam, but as I got older, did you really?
Yep.
So
no idea.
I remember at nighttime is one, I get to stay up a little bit later and my dad would watch it. And I probably wasn't real. I was probably only getting some of the jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
I was probably just getting off on more staying up late. But then when I got older, man, I watched them all 100 times. It's a good story.
Same. We would put like a MASH, and we got my children into it, Scott. Like even my daughters like it. They got into it. It might be into DNA. But we'll sit there. If there's a MASH marathon going on and it's a Sunday, we'll just let that sucker roll. And we have, and they've learned. And you see all the stars, man, like a young Robin Williams and all the many young stars that was like their first acting gig, Scott. That's another thing you get out of watching MASH. A lot of people premiered on there.
The final episode, the finale was one of the finales that was historical that sticks with you.
Yeah, and that was one of the for a long period of time. That was one of the largest watched television events like ever. Like it was like Dallas for a while, and I think it was when MASH went off the air. It was one of the most viewed television programs at one time. So one of the very famous characters was Maxwell Klinger, Scott, the guy who was trying to get a Section 8. He had learned that if you act crazy or psycho, you can get a Section 8 and get dismissed from the Army. So that's what he was doing every day, dressing like a girl, right?
Right.
Bobby Nick, I heard you guys you have some thoughts on MASH and watching it or all these shows, Bobby Nick? You had some interest.
I remember it. I remember just watching it all the time. Like I actually wasn't into it. My older brothers were though, But then as I got older, I started watching it, and I was like, oh yeah, actually this is pretty good.
Yeah, so some of the more heady jokes might go by you, Scott. When you weren't very worldly yet. But as I got older and I've watched them again, I think I've processed them all. But when you're younger, you get the slapstick because it's a little slapstick. It's a little serious and whatnot. I always enjoyed the show. Well, a rarely seen MASH star, Max Klinger, the one that always dressed in the dresses, and Corporal Klinger and tried to get the Section 8 to go home. He's 91, and he looks fantastic, is what they're saying, in his appearance with a former 90s heartthrob. Now, this is very interesting, and you're going to see who he's with. I'm going to read this comment real quick, though. Oscar Electric says, my friend was just in Toledo, Ohio, his hometown, Max's hometown, yesterday, driving through there and stopped at the hot dog stand that Max Klinger used to always talk about on the show. Wow. Check that out. There you go. Perfect says this. Well, check this out. He's 91 years old. I don't know how many more of these people are alive because I know Loretta Swit, she just kind of passed recently. But watch when you see this appearance, and it's not just about him being alive, but watch when you see there's someone else famous pushing him around in a wheelchair. Fans got a double dose of nostalgia when two iconic actors made a recent rare appearance while they were on their way to the Fanboy Expo in Knoxville, Tennessee this month. A video shared to TikTok, the Terminator 2 Judgment Day star Edward Furlong, who is now 47 years old, Scott, the teenager from Terminator Judgment Day. He was the one pushing MASH star Jamie Foxx, who's now 91, around in a wheelchair. And I have a little picture video of it through the baggage claim at the McGee Tyson Airport. Both celebs were dressed casually, with Furlong wearing jeans and a black Purple Rain t-shirt, while Farr wore a navy blue sports coat and held a suitcase on his lap. So yeah, Scott, it wasn't so much that it was like, okay, there's been a celebrity sighting, and sometimes the older ones go out, but it was just the fact that, how did he end up being teamed up with Edward Furlong? Apparently they were going to some kind of convention together. Here's the video of Edward Furlong, yes, the teenager who rammed the car, and he was the rambunctious one in the Terminator 2. That's Edward Furlong, now 47 years old, pushing around a 91-year-old Jamie Farr. John Connor. Widow killer full of name, dude. John Connor. Where is John Connor? I'm looking for John Connor. There you go. So it says commenters couldn't get over what they were seeing the actors traveling as a pair. Wow. Jamie Foxx looks fantastic. Now, I don't know how fantastic he look in a wheelchair, but okay. With a second adding, you know, when you're that old and people say you look fantastic, it's just saying, oh, Jamie Foxx, you don't look dead yet. You know. One person wrote, with a second adding, Terminator MASH crossover was an unexpected but great to see them together. That's so sweet. I had a biggest crush on Edward Furlong in the 90s, another person admitted. As someone else gushed, Edward Furlong just reached another level of an amazing person. Yeah, and he notoriously, I think he was one of those child stars that didn't do too well after those movies, guys, from what I remember. Got himself in trouble and stuff, if I remember. Yeah.
He kind of
It's kind of like Haley Joel Osment too.
That's a good pull, and he's also in the Happy Gilmore 2 movie. He is like the golf guy and the other kind of the antagonist.
Yeah, he got chunky too.
Oh my God, he is all but 5 foot nothing, and he looked like somebody squished him down or compressed him from head to foot. You're not wrong there, buddy. Hey, let's watch a quick scene of Jamie Farr doing his thing back in the day on MASH. Now, this is him, and I just thought this was so crazy, Scott, because I knew this is a joke that I got when I was younger. You know, it's funny to see a guy in a dress. So that's funny to almost any age. And then you kind of listen to the detail and you realize that he doesn't like being in war and he just wants to go back home. And he's so desperate, he's going to live every day in a dress. Let's look back at an old scene from Potter meets Klinger, when Colonel Potter meets Klinger for the first time.
Colonel Potter, sir.
You getting the sound on that?
Corporal Klinger.
Yeah.
I'm Section 8, head to toe. I'm wearing a Warner bra. I play with dolls. My last wish is to be buried in my mother's wedding gown. I'm nuts. I should be out.
Horse hockey.
You say
I've seen these Dodgers for 40 years, all the tricks. Knew a private pretended he was a mayor. Carried a colt in his arms for weeks. Another fella said he was a daisy. Insisted we water him every morning. No, Corporal. It ain't gonna go with me. Now you get out of that frou-frou and into a uniform. And you stay in uniform. Dismissed.
Radar, I'm finished. I gotta burn my bloomers.
I see him around sometimes.
There you go. So that, I don't know how often we're going to see a story like that. Edward Furlong from the Terminator 2 movies pushing around Jamie Farr at 91 years old. He looked pretty good, but honestly, I thought Furlong was dead. Who knew? Space Nerd sneaking in. Space Nerd is trying to sneak in. So let me run her little thing I got right here. Let's acknowledge the nerd in our new way. Sorry, boomer volume.
Has gone before. Until now, our mission has been that of space law regulation, contact with Earth colonies, and investigation of alien life. But now, a new task. A probe out into where no man has gone before. Space.
Nerd.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Nerd is in the chat. Well, let's not forget to acknowledge the lovely Stacey Allen checking in.
My cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
Stacey Allen, the hardworking Stacey Allen checks in for some vibes. Good morning to you, Space Nerd. Does he think the Terminators will stop hunting for him if he's fat? I don't know, but I do have a segment that might go along with this later on. I do have a segment of this. Arnold sings the hits later on. I'll play for you on the vibe. Hey, Tiff, from our friend Space Nerd, from the movie They Stole This. From the movie, talking like Yoda over here. From the movie They Stole This. Plagiarism it is. Jamie Farr's nose is a furlong. He did have a hawker on him. Nerd gets acknowledged from Stacey Allen. Hoya right back to Stacey Allen from the Nerd. Good day, Flex316 from the Nerd. They're all saying their hellos because Space Nerd's jumping in late. Come with me if you want to live. Come with me if you want to live. I thought that was a joke. Early MASH was hilarious. Then it got woke. I love a little bit of everything. There, I don't know, Scott. I used to try to pick like a favorite phase of match, and I just realized that if I just sit there and watch a marathon, I kind of like it all. I like the Colonel Potter stuff. I like the one with the one that was before that. I can't remember. Was it Colonel Blake? Yeah, Colonel Blake before that. I think. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, McLean Stevenson.
Clayton Stevenson, thank you. I had Stevenson, but I couldn't pull the full name. Thank you there, Tierney. Thank you there, Pecan. But yeah, so I learned to basically appreciate all of them, Scott. Like when it would change from, I'm like, I like Colonel Potter ones. I guess I am more favorite. But then when they start running the McLean Stevenson Pecan, and I see 2 or 3 of them in a row, I get right into that rhythm, and I'm not mad at that either. So there you go.
Yeah, the early ones are really funny.
Mm-hmm. I was always fascinated with all the young actors. That was a game I would play. Like, who is a young star that is like, we know they're really super big, but they got their start that's at a very young age on MASH. We'd have fun with that. Hey, Don's checking in. Nerd, the Klingon. There you go. Got to wait better to get those Klingons away. Let's see. Nerd, there's Klingons on Uranus. Let's see. How's it going? This is not Ricardo Montalban. It's not fine Corinthian leather. How you doing, Articulate John? Checking in on the vibe. Early MASH was funnier, says Don checking in. He has a vote and a say right here. That's his opinion. Only one guy was in all of them, and what was that? It was Alan Alda, right? Alan Alda was in every one of them, right? Because, they killed off a Colonel Blake. He died in a helicopter crash. Oh, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. That was something. That's something that was a 50-year-old spoiler. That's something how they wrote him out like that. They're like, Colonel Blake, he died, didn't even make it home. Like, they wasn't even going to make it seem like he could come back, Peak Hunt.
Yep.
I think.
Well, I know what happened with McLean Stevenson. It was a contract issue.
Yeah,
that's why they killed him off.
And it must have went real bad because, maybe, and there's always an option to write people back in, but they let him go and they were like, oh no, we're writing your ass out right now. We're going to kill you. We're not even going to let you make it home from this shit. I'm like, damn. To me, even being a younger guy, Pecan, and knowing the background of the contract thing, that I thought there was a message in all that. They were kind of like, yeah, we killed your ass off, but good. There you go.
Am I remembering this wrong, or was after the series is over, and then like in the 80s or something, there was something called After MASH?
Yep, they did. They were all. They had it. They was in the same hospital together. It's like only half the crew or whatever.
Right. Wow, great pool, Scott. You said the name and it rings a bell, but I can't say that I remember. Like, I'm having like recollections of the series, but I do now that you brought it up. This is what I like. That's why I like doing the vibe. Terry Nee says that Trapper John became a huge investor and commentator on Fox Business. Yeah, one of the guys that plays a Trapper John. And then didn't they have multiple guys play Trapper John, MD? I don't know. I'm getting caught up in the MASH right here. All right. This will be an interesting topic for those of you who are nearing retirement out there, or maybe if you're thinking about retirement in the future. This involves a little bit of sports and a little bit of life. This story is about Shaquille O'Neal. I told you about this at the beginning of the show. He has his eyes on retiring now. He's been long since retired from the NBA, but he does the TNT basketball show. He does all the Papa John's and all more commercials than we could probably sit off and rattle off here. With the general, the auto insurance and so forth. But Shaquille O'Neal says that retiring in the Villages, the Villages down in Florida, the stereotypical place that all the old people go. Well, Shaquille O'Neal says that retiring in the Villages is a dream scenario, and he wants to find out if the wild rumors are true. Scott, the Villages is a 55 and older community. It's getting bigger and bigger, and a lot of people like Terry Nee and people joke about that's where I'm going to go and retire, and people talking about how they're all sexed up and fucking there. You've heard those stories, right?
Yeah.
So this is like a nursing home on steroids. We hear of these problems going on in the nursing home, but imagine like acres and acres of this. We're going to read about Shaquille O'Neal, and we're going to learn a little bit about the Villages and why he finds them so appealing. But here comes Terry Nee. He says the Villages are great if you're a widowed male. Fuck yeah, you can go there and smash it. You can get all kind of STDs if you want to go out the right way. There you go. Real steel, says our friend Articulate John. Yes, seen this place, but have you seen? Yes, so many different. Sexually true. Let's see. I want STDs everywhere in that place. You're not. Viagra party, says Mr. Yes, you guys are all onto this shit. Well, let's read while our friend Shaquille O'Neal is so excited. Let me see. He says that's me, Nee. They're talking about what they're doing in the chat. All right. Because I thought it was so funny because Scott, I thought that this guy had enough money and means that he don't have to go to the villages to do anything, right?
Right.
All right. Oop, let me see. First, let's take a look here, a little bit of business before I read this story right here. Because number one, Andrew the Giant is back, probably from recording alive. What did you do, Andrew?
I live about.
Nobody asked you that. Oh.
I live about half hour from the villages.
Oh shit!
I only have one testicle.
Well, when Andrew gets to be of that age where they let him in, you know where Andrew's going to be there smashing it. Well, Andrew,
maybe I'll get to meet Shaquille
O'Neal. Andrew's dream is to do a 3-way with Shaquille O'Neal now all of a sudden at the villages. Oh boy. Well, there's goals, Andrew. You got to have goals in life, buddy. All right. I'm going to do a little kind of promo right here, and then I'm going to read this story about Shaquille O'Neal and the things he finds interesting and why he's looking forward to retirement and going to the villages. I'm going to share this link right here. Bob, you could have thrown them in the chat. Throw those links in the chat. I'm going to put this one up first. This one is for, there are 3 new items now to buy to support Andrew. Stormy is getting them up. And Andrew's going to, Bobby Nick will throw that link into the chat, buddy, if you can.
Yeah, well.
The same one you put backstage. So there it is. Look at this. If you want to support Andrew in the newest battle, hashtag Andrew Army. Andrew Has Rights shirt. Andrew Has Rights sweatshirt. Go pick them up right there. There's the Space Chief 75 design for Andrew. Anything no filter you need, Bobby Nick's going to throw that link in the chat right now. You click on that, and that'll get you there. Was that first link the same one, Bob, or that's just a specific?
Oh,
this is just the yes.
Yeah, the first link is just it's just to one item. But then there was more put up, so yeah.
Right. So that was the store link. Bobby Nick's going to put that up now, but it's also the Andrew Has Rights shirt. I'm going to put Andrew backstage for that. You're backstage, Andrew, so let them know you're backstage and nobody can hear them. See, that's what I do. That's what we do here on The Vibe. All right, let's see. Did someone do Andrew's hair? Yes, Space Nerd, you are absolutely right. We pointed out, I'll bring him back in, that Andrew got him a sweet-ass haircut. They got somebody in there that kind of does that, so you're not wrong. Hey, why not? A 3-legged race with Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, no, we would be stumping. That'd be like on a stilt or something. It'd be 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just imagining. I don't know. Andrew has his own office. Yes, he does. He's going to be running this place before it's all said and done. If we got anything to say about it, there, Space Nerd. Gotta have goals better than the toes. Well, come on, man. Hey. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Chants, bail bonds, Amazon gift cards, EBT. We take it all here on The Vibe. Thank you in advance. Bobby Nick just threw out the link right there on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel and on my channel. So no matter what channel you're watching the show on currently, you can click on that link. That'll take you to the No Filter store, and you can get the new Andrew Army, Andrew Has Rights, and support Andrew, if you so choose, by clicking on that link right there. Yeah, Andrew got a buzz. Mr. Rico says that's pretty cool. There's a Shawnee's Own link. Terry Nee says, I knew I was old when Foreigner played at the Villages. I was going to be a cop when I grew up. Says Seth checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Stormy checks in with a, oh, God, Scott, what do you got on that? You got the
a little thing you guys probably don't know or expect, but I went to college and I only made it 1 semester to be a police officer.
Oh, you never brought that up. Look, even Bobby didn't know that. He does more shows than me. Wow.
I dropped out though. I couldn't handle having a job, going to school, and raising kids. All it was the people that can do that. Hats off to you.
Fuck yeah, that's a good point there, Scott. Yeah. I tried to do a little community college and learned like computer. I thought I was going to like make web pages and shit for a minute. I think I went 2 semesters, Scott. And like you said, it got old charging it up on a credit card, and I was barely paying off one before I got the other one taken out of the way. So yeah, it got to be a thing. Bye, Andrew, says Seth checking in. Well, he'll be back. Now back. He's right here.
Grandma was here.
Grandma was here. Well, out of respect, I didn't know who it was, Andrew. I just put you backstage so nobody would be on screen unnecessarily, buddy. Hello, Grandma.
You could have said something to her, guys.
No, I don't think that we're going to be like dragging grandma over your shoulder and saying, hey, let's stand here for a minute. And we're going to tell you everything we don't like about this. I don't think that's really a great way to handle it, Andrew. Get your Andrew swag, says Mr. Rico.
Right.
Click on that link that Bob and Nick put in the chat. Sergeant Scott, says our friend Electric Head Gino. Oh, Sergeant Scott. Yeah. Dragnet old Scott, and we learn something new every day about our chat family. And I learned that there's 41 excellent people in here, whether you're watching on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel or on my channel, BF Live The Vibe. That is the show that Andrew's currently sitting in on and co-streaming on his channel. Welcome any friends over there on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. If you get a chance, would you make your way over to BF Live The Vibe, the other channel people are chatting in, and hook me up with a free like, share, subscribe? I would really appreciate it. Terry Nee says, I lucked out in business, right time, right place, no skills. Good for you, Terry Nee. That's great. Let's read about Shaquille O'Neal now. I want to read this story to you because I was so fascinated by a man with seemingly endless means, Scott and Bobby Nick and Andrew and Pete Cunt. Why a guy with endless means as far as money goes, why would he be fascinated in going to the Villages? NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal has revealed his dream is to retire to Florida's infamous community, the Villages, to discover if the sordid rumors about what goes on there are true. Can you imagine there, Scott, can you imagine being like the alpha male, no matter what color and all, you think you're like the big swinging dick, and all of a sudden Shaquille O'Neal comes and retires to your retirement community?
Right.
But Pecan, and then you're no longer the big swinging dick anymore, right? You're like, Shaquille, I'm here now, goddammit. I'm swinging my dick on you, motherfucker. Well, it says, he says the 53-year-old former Miami Heat star who shot his time on the basketball court away in 2011, has been sharing his pro insights as a sports analyst on the Inside NBA and on his podcast, The Big Podcast, which he co-hosts with Adam Lefkoe. Most recently, O'Neal and Lefkoe welcomed boxing icon Mike Tyson to their studio and lifted the lid on what they want their future to look like. Although it's been many years since O'Neal thought about his retirement from basketball, the athlete revealed that he now has his eyes on retiring from his string of careers in general and is looking forward to settling down in one specific place. When Lefkoe asked O'Neal what his dream retirement scenario is, the basketball icon was quick to reveal that he already had a plan in place that saw him living the rest of his days at the Village Retirement Community that has become known for its wild goings on and its STD report, Scott. So while other people might be deterred by this, Shaquille O'Neal, like, what's going on over there? People smashing and fucking? People fucking and I ain't getting on. I got to get in on some of that. O'Neal would break so many hips, says Terry Nee. He would have to bring his own hip specialist, Terry Nee, as I see my signal dipping just a little bit here on the vibe. It's been doing pretty good, though.
Sickles in the water, Bobby from Roboto.
I would be afraid to. I want to be. Oh, there's his co-host. He began by noting that he always thinks about the fact that he has 7 summers until he is 60. Now, I've never thought about aging in this way he describes here, P-Cunt. I've never referred to my life or my upcoming years as like seasons. Has any of you guys on panel ever done that? Like, I got 7 winters or summers or left. I've never heard of this.
No.
Sounds kind of gay to me.
Whoa, wait a minute. Don't say that, though. What you mean, motherfucker? You gonna call me gay to my face? Don't you ever say that. Don't say that. Okay, but he does say that he has 7 summers left until he's 60. Tyson chimed in, that's how you have to think about it, and then you have to ask yourself, what am I going to do at the end of my 7th summer? I tell my kids all the time that I don't want them taking care of me, O'Neal, who shares children Sharif, 25, Amira with 23, Shakir, 22, and Miara, 19, with his ex-wife, Shawnee, said. He also has a stepson, a baby mother, father, whatever, Miles. He's 28 years old from another former marriage, another baby mama. He also shares a daughter with yet another person, so you get the idea. O'Neal then lifted the lid on where he hopes he will spend his days after ringing in the age 65. The dream scenario, there's a place called the Villages. Villages is an old folks home, but I'll read the regular. The dream scenario for Shaquille O'Neal is, he says, that there's a place called the Villages. The Villages is an old folks home, but they have the highest STD rates. I want to be there. That's nobody. I want to be there. Like the people they is fucking crazy over there. When I get to be 65 and I can't move, take me down to Ocala, Florida. Just drop me off, my boy, the hoop star said. The Villages has come a long way from its humble beginnings as a trailer park, Scott, in the 1970s. Today, it is a thriving age 55 and older community that spans 57 square miles. Although it looks set to increase that footprint in the coming years, Terry Nee. Last year, U.S. Census data revealed, I took you out, Andrew, that the Villages was the nation's fastest growing metropolitan area, growing 4.7% between 2022 and 2023. Y'all be there, y'all be there, y'all be there. Men's brains stay at 12 years old. Don getting the laughs. We got Yamo be there. No, I try not to think about it. Let's continue on reading about this. There's Mike Tyson. He was on the interview as well. Here's a picture of, look how big this place is getting, guys. This is a village for retired people right here. Apparently, it has nothing but amenities. Yes, Amber. Amber points out very accurately, it has its own zip code now. It's gotten so prolific. From a trailer park to now has its own zip code. The purpose-built community offers its residents a wide array of amenities, including, get this, guys, 3,000 social and special interest clubs, like the STD Club, as well as activities like square dancing, drama, water ballet, belly dancing, precision golf cart driving. That would be me, Scott. I want to go through a course by Peak Hunt. I just want to drive them suckers through a course. And check out the numbers on the golf carts that are there. There are also 14 country clubs, 17 pools, and 100,000 golf carts in this community.
Jesus.
Adding to the Village's appeal is its access to all of the community amenities, gyms, pools, and rec centers, softball fields, golf courses, clubs, and activities are available for a fee of $199 per month, no matter the size of the resident's home. However, while the community is advertised as a thriving backdrop where you can live life to the fullest, it is the Village's residents and its bustling social scene that have attracted the most attention over the years. Many reports and rumors have emerged about the reportedly risque scene that has emerged inside the Villages, with the community making national headlines back in 2006, when WFTV news reported that its women's center, the Women's Center in 2006, guys, at the Villages, had seen an enormous uptick in the number of cases of sexually transmitted diseases. One physician at this women's center at the Villages said even in her years working in Miami, she has never seen so many cases, the report stated. I'm telling you, these people are smashing and spreading diseases left and right. This quote went viral, and the community quickly became known as the STD capital of America, despite subsequent reporting calling attention to the fact that there was no accurate data to back up those rumors. Still, the stain of scandal has persisted inside the Villages ever since, with more fuel added to the fire when reports began to surface, suggesting that a group of swingers living in the community used loofah signaling. What the fuck is that? They hang out loofahs? We heard of the upside down pineapple thing, Pete Cunt, right? With Brett, the guy Brett or whatever.
Yeah, I remember him.
I think Andrew's going to come back in. Brett Hatley. Brent Hatley would talk about
they also have arcades that act like casinos.
Do they? I thought you were coming in with a problem, but Andrew's actually coming in with a fact, buddy. They have, really? I was waiting for it, Bobby Nick. I was waiting for another rule or something.
And I live in Ocala, Florida.
So basically, Andrew now cannot wait to be 55 all of a sudden. He can't. He has to catch up.
I live in Ocala, Florida.
All right, well, stop doxing yourself, Andrew. You said it once.
Dox!
Okay, you told the world. That rumor has been traced back, to talk about the STDs, to a riff made by comedian Tora Hyman, an Orlando area drag queen who previously performed at the Villages as part of a cabaret show.
Tora Hyman.
Yes, say that again.
Tora Hyman.
Oh, Scott, thank you. Bravo, Scott, for slowing me down and picking that up. She tore her hymen. Ivana Humpalot, was that taken already? Thank you, Scott, for slowing me down and catching that funny shit. A similar whisper that ran rampant involved upside-down pineapples. Here's the other thing I just brought up. That scandal saw people on the web claiming that upside-down pineapples in the Villages were a way to signal swinging. No, you did not, Oscar Electric. You did not miss the piss break, the new and improved piss break. That's coming up. Let me see. As of this writing of this article, there are over 800 homes for sale in the Villages on Realtor.com. The community has roughly 71,000 homes in total, with new ones springing up daily. The most expensive home on the market in the Villages right now clocks in at $2.4 million. Oh, God. Don says, imagine the gum jobs. Come on, honey. I'm gummy, damn it. I'll give you a gummer. Come on. I give you a gummer like you never imagined. All right. The pricier homes in the Villages tend to be on the golf course, preserve, or on the lake, according to the real estate agent April Courtourier. The home mentioned above checks two of those boxes and also happens to be in one of the upscale neighborhoods around Lake Sumter. In addition to the big plans for his retirement, O'Neill boasts an impressive real estate portfolio, holding the keys to a slew of multi-million-dollar properties in Texas, Florida, California, Georgia, and Nevada. So that's why, Scott, I was wondering, I'm like, this guy has enough means. He can literally live in every state. Why was he so attached? It's all about the swinging and the fucking and the STDs.
Yeah.
Wow. He wants to be in a concentrated area where people are just into banging each other. Kelsey Carulli is a senior celebrity reporter. Oh, that was just talking about the reporter who did that article, but that's what it is, folks. That's Shaquille O'Neal. Everybody has to have a dream about retirement, and that's Shaquille O'Neal's dream, to retire to the Villages in Ocala, Florida. All right. I know this show is getting us longer and more fun every day. I hope the new piss break is as cringe as the last. Hey, I didn't say anything. They have golf cart dealerships, Terry, and that's another thing that gets overlooked. Much like I did the report the other day about the scooters peak hunt, where they have the scooters around the stadiums and in all the downtown areas, and people get on them drunk without helmets and driving around.
Oh yeah.
I think the old people, they do the same thing. We had video on here of the woman smashing into somebody's house, not once, but twice, after getting off and getting everything, right? She got everything under control and she smashed into the person's house again. So I can only imagine, Terry Nee, the golf cart, and I hope they have Allstate or have liability insurance, because they are smashing them thing. All right. I know, Crip, and I know you've always said that, buddy, I think. But, I like keeping the show going and growing. I'm glad that you love it. I'm so happy and flattered that anybody will be hanging out, loving what we do here on The Vibe. All right, I'm going to do the robot tosses the water bottle. I'm going to do a bikini report, and then we're going to do a piss break. I know that we're running late, but I think the show's got some new timing going on here, guys. We're going to have to adapt to. In this next story I have here on The Vibe, Not So Serious News, I love doing this. You guys are having fun, and we're bringing up memories and things that I never thought about in these stories, and that's what I love about doing this news and comment. This one, guys, talks about a robot that tosses the bottle of water into a barrel from across the room to pass a key disaster relief test, Peak Hunt. Now, do you get perplexed with me? I'm thinking, how is a robot throwing a water bottle? What does that have to do with disaster relief, right? That's amazing. Let's see. I'm going to read about it and tell you. Old people getting behind the wheel on 100 milligrams of Viagra. That's it, of course. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Yeah, so of course the headline got me right away. Robots throwing the water. I'm like, okay, but what's going on here? I'm going to tell you about it and tell you why it's important that a robot can toss a water bottle. And it was a very interesting reason. A humanoid robot developed by South Korea's Nuclear Research Institute, was able to accurately toss a water bottle into a yellow barrel from across the room, marking a significant advancement in disaster response robotics. The Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute published brief video footage showing its Armstrong Dex robot pitching the 500-millimeter bottle about 10 feet underhanded with its mechanical arm into a barrel. And I'll show you that, and I'm going to tell you why it's important. The test was more than just a clever stunt. It showed that the robot had key skills needed in an emergency. So you're like, what is, how's it, once again, how are we getting there? I'll take you there. It tells you down here. The engineers built the robot to figure out exactly where and when to throw something, guys. That's what this is about. Adjusting its strength with split-second accuracy to make sure that it lands on the right spot. The throwing capabilities build upon the robot's already demonstrated physical prowess. Previous testing showed the machine executing pull-ups while supporting additional weight loads and performing controlled arm exercises with substantial resistance. Last month, the robot was seen in a video completing a dead hang pull-ups with a 44-pound weight attachment, peacunt, followed by demonstrations of an 88-pound single arm curl designed to analyze mechanical stability and control systems. And so it says these practices runs helped engineers adjust the robotic's hydraulics, fine-tune its sensors, and improve its movement software. Making it fast. I'm getting better at that, ain't I? Getting fast and accurate enough to throw with precision. It says that Armstrong Dex's design and proportions match adult humans, enabling it to function within standard infrastructure, including hallways, control rooms, and equipment stations. Tracks help control the robot move over rough, debris-filled ground, while its arms can turn valves, move rubble, and hook up wires and use tools like fire extinguishers. But the reason they said in the other article I read, guys, is that they can use this in an emergency to toss medical kits when somebody is in need, and to toss them with precision with like an inch or two. So if they can't get to somebody, this is so they can toss medical supplies to people. Here's an example of it right now. A robot throwing a 500 milliliter water bottle in a test. Booyah! Booyah! So there you go. That's what. How about that? Robots and the future, Peacock. What do you think about that, buddy? That's pretty cool.
It's pretty nifty. I mean, especially if it's a safety thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am a robot.
I wonder how many times it took them to finally hit that spot, though.
This is what other people. I know you make a good point. Well, that's what they said. With every throw, Pecan, they could adjust the mechanics and the sensors, and they finally got it down to where they fine tune it. Hey, robot, toss me that bong. It's an emergency. That's how we would figure out how to be using robots at home. I'm gonna throw you back in, Andrew. I kind of take you out when I hear people talking. I'll throw you back in. Let's see what everybody's saying. All right, you did not miss the piss break. I missed the pee break. Can we have one more? You did not miss the pee break at all, Oscar Electric. I'm going to do a bikini report. The vibe is becoming so much more fun. The chat family check-in is getting more extended. There's like 35, 40 of you in here at a time in the middle of the day. And we have great fun, like communicating, talking with you guys back and forth, and doing news and comment. I got one more story I'm going to do news and comment on for you right here on the Vibe. We're going to end the Vibe Not So Serious news the way we always do, with a sexy bikini report. But this ain't no normal bikini report. This is about the fact that August is coming. And yes, guys, Scott, we talk about this probably every year. Pumpkin spice season is coming, Scott.
Speaking of pumpkins.
Already.
Yes, we always talk about how when it gets fall, and much like this has been the summer of the pickle, which we could do that if we do the year in the pickle. Oh, wait a minute. Alice picked up on her gift, and she says, thank you. And Alice, welcome. I know you've been supporting me for a minute. You scored a membership today. And Bobby Nick let everybody know that Alice is the one with the big fucking tits. Let's see. Yeah. Matt, asking the important questions we all want to know right here on the Vibe. Let's see. It says, yep, can it throw a shoe? A shoe. You missed me, bitch. Remember, that's Eddie Murphy bit there, Pecan. You're an Eddie Murphy fan, right? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
His mother had that accuracy with the shoes. He said she could be in another room going.
Yeah. Boomerang. She had boomerang action.
He said that shit would come back like a boomerang. Boom. Come back to her. Now, good. Now, shut the fuck up. There you go. Now go to sleep. Thank you for the gift, says 208 Alice. There you go. 2 Alice 8. Let's keep on. You're getting the love. Yes, Pecan getting the love. Electric Gino says, nice pumpkins. Let's run this bikini report. Yes, that's appropriate. Yes, guys, I warn you that it's summer. I'm going to tell you one more time because I'm guilty of this too. You know, I let days go by and I'm like, you know what? I'll get high today and I'll enjoy summer tomorrow. Well, don't do that, guys. It's July 28th. We only have 2 more days in July. And before you know it, it's going to be pumpkin spice season, and Bikini Report is going to tell you about it right here. Go ahead, Bikini Report. Tell us all about the upcoming pumpkin spice season.
Technically, autumn starts on September 22nd, but thanks to Starbucks, it unofficially starts on August 26th, because that's when the pumpkin spice latte returns. Which, as fellow addicts will remember, is 4 days later in the year than it came out in 2024. In other words, that's 4 days longer.
What do we think, guys? The bikini fits a little better today, but there's something wrong with the left screen breasticle. Something going on there.
Yeah, I think there's something. It's disheveled, like she just put it on in a rush or something.
Yeah, that titty, she had a hard time containing that yesterday. I think that's the one when she got the job. You know how one turned out pretty good and looks like all firm and the other one's kind of, You look like you like sick or not feeling well. Maybe that one on the left ain't feeling. What's that, buddy?
She's untie it.
Yeah, I mean, she could like stuff it up there and do herself a little help, but that looks like I'm seeing the evidence of a bad breast job.
That we have to wait, when even 1 day would be unacceptable. And of course, if you really can't wait, Starbucks has made its pumpkin spice latte recipe available online.
But it's 29, sorry.
And it apparently only takes 3 minutes. Still, I'm excited for the real thing prepared for me by an expert. And at some point, I might even expand my palette because Starbucks is also adding a new fall offering. The Pecan Oat Milk Cortado.
Oh no, this is going to be the next thing. Whenever Starbucks puts out a drink, everybody has to act like it's the best thing ever made and they don't know how to live without it. Pecan Oat Milk Cortado? Can I just get a coffee, please?
So is a few months of the year enough for pumpkin spice? Or should Starbucks make it a year-round thing? Comment below and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
All right. So before pumpkin spice latte hits you upside your head, you're going to have to get your summer in, folks. And that's kind of what that was about. I was going to say, you're retards. You might be talking about us or the other people. Damn, that sounds good, says Matt checking in. Let's see, was Bobby Nick in here? And Bobby Nick's not back yet, but everybody else is here. All right, folks, well, there you go. You know, this show is getting just more and more fun and more participative. That's a word. I love chatting with you guys in the Open Chat Family Check-In. I love doing news and comment and having you guys add to it. But what do you say we wrap up the news and get on with some more fun? That is the end of the Vibe Not So Serious News. See, folks, you can have fun with the news. BF Live, the Vibe. Other news you can. That's right. No politics, more than gossip. An actual show is what I like to say about our show, BF Live, the Vibe. Typically, we take a break of 3 hours. Normally 1:30 on the East Coast of the United States. It's halfway. We are currently at 2:15, which means we are just having so much fun talking with the chat family, doing news and comment on these stories, and having great people like Pecan check in that we're running a little bit behind on our. Maybe we're going to have to adjust when the piss break occurs. Oh, did I say piss break? Well, BF Live the Vibe, I love doing this, folks. I think it's pretty evident to you guys how much I love you guys and love doing this show. And I love always thinking of the next thing and keeping it new and keeping it fresh and moving. So we're going to take a piss break, guys, but it's new and improved. So I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. Let me find my new element because it is a brand. Actually, I got to play it like this. And we're going to do what's now called, we're going to move away from calling it the piss break. And I'm going to introduce to you now, as soon as I find it, we're going to do it's time for the bathroom break boogie. That's right, folks. This is your 2 minutes exactly to boogie your ass to the bathroom. Rather than calling it a piss break or anything, it's just a general bathroom break. Whatever you need to get out of you in the 2 minutes, your time is coming up to do it, folks, right here. And we're going to play a new element for that for the next 2 minutes. And we'll be back for more of the vibe right after this. But let me do a little screen share right here. Well, I'll tell you about that after Oscar Electric. We'll talk about that. But let me do a little video file here, and let me pull this out. Where is the bathroom break thing? Let me see where. Oh, it's in here. It's right here. It's in my elements. And then we go down here. 2 minutes, folks. We're going to take a bathroom break right here on the vibe, and then we'll be back for more right after this. But right now, it's time to do the bathroom break boogie. On the vibe, 2 minutes. Come on back for more of the vibe right after this.
Wild, the lights are hot. Sweat is dripping like a lot. Heart is pounding, boots are stomping. But oh man, this bladder's talking. Do I stay or do I run? Risk it all or miss the fun? Bathroom break boogie, gotta make a dash. Feel the rhythm, feel the splash. Bathroom break boogie, no time to fake. It's a pit stop party for goodness sake. Shimmy sideways through the throng. People dancing to the song. Excuse me, pardon, oops, my bad. This ain't a drill, it's getting mad. 1 step forward, 2 steps left. Finding freedom is the quest. Bathroom break boogie, gotta make a dash. Feel the rhythm, feel the splash. Bathroom break boogie, no time to fake. It's a pit stop party for goodness sake. Bathroom break boogie, gotta make a dash. Feel the rhythm, feel the splash. Bathroom break boogie, no time to fake. It's a pit stop party for goodness sake. 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 Sake.
For goodness sake, I'm back. Take that out. All right, well, there you go. That's the new one. Bobby Nick, what'd you think about that, buddy?
Hey, it's pretty interesting.
That's Oscar Electric Jam. Hey, you got the moves in there, don't you?
Why am I wearing a Raider shirt? That's what I want to know.
I'll say the same thing, too.
Well, I think he had me in some New York swag, but you can see that was me and Andrew and Scott and Bobby Nick doing the bathroom break boogie. I created a new kind of AI joint. I'm always kind of looking to change it up here. Now I know some people don't like change. Like what change? We fear change. We don't like change.
So I apologize, everyone.
Oh, I think he's doing a thing there. I think he's doing a live during the piss break. I prefer Electra singing about me pissing and touching my pee-pee. It's the Bathroom Boys instead of the Backstreet Boys. That's pretty funny, Bathroom Boys. Scott, did you happen to see any of that?
I thought we were supposed to go pee.
How am I supposed to go see him and pee and see the new piss break? I might have to run it for you so you can actually see it. I never thought about that. Let me see. The Backside Bathroom Boys. Maybe, hello. That was the premiere of that one. And
hello, Frisco.
Yes, that was a Oscar Electric joint. Thank you if you didn't recognize that. I can't piss. UTI, yay, says our friend. Plop, plop, gee whiz. Oh, what a relief it is. Over here, says David Chandler. It's the bathroom break boogie is what you got here on the vibe. Oh, like I said, we'll see what everybody thinks about that. Bathroom break boogie for life, says the space nerd checking in. It's the new sensation that's sweeping the nation. Yeah, what do you? I'm gonna run it so Bobby, so we can all sit here and kind of look at ourselves, take ourselves in, actually seeing that. because I can do that. That should have been a shit break. Well, that's why we just made a generic, Bobby. First of all, thanks for checking in and supporting me, buddy. That's why we kind of made it generalized it. So if you can get a deuce out in that 2 minutes, whatever you can get done, it's a bathroom break boogie. Boogie your ass there and do it. Thank you, Oscar Electric, for making that. Bobby, maybe that's for you. Do you have an NFL team? You had to put a CFL team on him or something like that.
Yeah, for real. Edmonton Eskimos. Edmonton Eskimos. Not the Elks.
Oh,
the Eskimos.
Oh, if you could put Edmonton Eskimos on there and make it special for Bobby Nick, Oscar, that's a little extra kind of Easter egg you could put on maybe Bobby's shirt. He had me in blue. I'd like it for what it is. I mean, I looked a little bit like a Giant fan, but I'm not mad at that. Change it back. Here I think that the show's getting like old and tired and people are like, don't want to hear the same stuff again. But then you have other people that like a lot of stuff that we do. There you go, Oscar. Thank you, buddy. I think it was adorable. Very neat. That was pretty funny. I can't unsee that. Oscar says, replay it. I'm going to do it for the boys and everybody. And said that was everybody's first time. Changing songs because you all can't get along. Tisk tisk. Nah, it has nothing to do with that, the chunkster. Matter of fact, I played it long after our whatever falling out. There was no fault of mine. I'll go on record as saying right there. But I have no problem with playing that. But it is like recalling like an old dead relative every time you hear something from somebody you used to be friendly with and hang out with. So there's a little bit of that in there. Let's see. Boogies in the butt break, says Terry Nee. Boobies? ? You know I was going to pick a CFL team for you, Bobby. I can clean up things. That's just the beta version. I'm going to fix it up. Well, there you go. The great Oscar Electric. How can you not enjoy doing this when you have such great, talented, enthusiastic people wanting to participate and kick you content like that one? We're going to enjoy that as soon as I catch up with Juggalette Jen, who checks in with another generous. Jen is hooking me up today. Thank you to Juggalette Jen. Let me find that for you. And look who caught it. Written off.
Right on.
Written off. Who comes to mind because when we were talking about serious shit and how people said that this show makes a little bit of difference when they're having a rough day, and Written Off sticks with me when he says written off 18 times. And it just kind of reminds me how many of us live on the edge of maybe not on the happy side of being, when you're between being happy and unhappy, maybe you're more on the unhappy side and you need somebody to tilt it back the other way. So I hope we tilt it the other way for you. Written Off, who called that membership right there. That's how Chat Family works. Let me take down the bathroom break boogie. I'll play it again now that we're all here to witness it. So thank you, Oscar Electric. You're probably going to see improvements with this as we go along. Maybe you'll have to watch it next time to see if Bobby Nick has a different shirt on, or maybe I'll add some words to it, some kind of graphics, a title to it. But let's run it again from my friend Oscar Electric. It's the bathroom break boogie featuring myself, Bobby Nick, Andrew the Giant. Let's bring him in so he can see how he acts. Andrew, oh, wait a minute. He blanked out the screen because I think he's doing something else. Oh, there he is. Is he sleeping or what's he doing? I don't know if we lost him to sleep or if we lost him to something. What do you think, guys?
I don't know.
Or he's frozen.
It looks like he's frozen.
That looks like he's frozen. Well, I would like to get Andrew's reaction to this. He might be doing something else. He might just be frozen. Let me see. Hell yeah, man. Your show is a lot of fun. Thank you, Mr. Rico Suave. That's what I'm going for. Life is serious enough. I don't need to stay in that serious lane. I like being silly and having fun and making the most of this one ride I'm getting on the planet Earth. I'm going to run it again without further ado. The bathroom boogie break. Break boogie. Yeah, Don. Scott didn't see it. He was actually pissing at the time, buddy.
Heart is pounding, boots are stopping, but oh man, this bladder's talking. Do I stay or do I run? Risk it all or miss the fun?
Shit.
Bathroom break boogie, gotta make a dash. Feel the rhythm, feel the splash. Bathroom break boogie, no time to fake. It's a pit stop party for goodness
Trying to get some of these moves down.
Hello, Frisco.
Exactly.
through the throng. People dancing to the song.
This, damn it, I didn't mean to start it over. Don asked who the guys were. That's me. That's supposed to be Andrew, number 2. So I'm the left guy. Andrew's number 12. That's Scott Fitzpatrick, number 80. And that's Bobby Nick in the Raiders shirt.
This ain't a drill, it's getting mad. 1 step forward, 2 steps left.
I don't like seeing myself dance like that.
We have very feminine movement.
Yeah, very fruity.
What's up, BYB checking in? No. It's bathroom break boogie, BYB. What you know about that? Oscar can't take his eyes off of you, and he made this.
Bathroom break boogie, gotta make a dash. Feel the rhythm, feel the splash. Bathroom break boogie, no time to fake. It's a pit stop party, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. For goodness sake. For goodness sake.
Bathroom boogie, Bobby.
For goodness
That's right.
sake.
Hey,
why is there glass windows you can look through in the bathroom?
That's a good question. That's a
Yeah,
good
Scott,
question.
I've never been in, I love Scott picks out every little aspect that I can overlook sometimes. Yeah, well, and I saw that last night, Scott, and I still didn't question it. But I saw those windows in the background, and I never said to myself one time, Pecan, why are there windows in the bathroom where there's urinals where guys stand there holding their dicks, and there's a window right there. Scott is always on it. Thank you, Oscar Electric, man. So keep coming back and enjoying the vibe every day, and you'll see new improvements for that. You'll have to look for the next Easter egg when my friend Oscar Electric soups it up a little bit. Welcome to the nation, Bobby Nick, Raider Nation. Apparently, and that's funny because Bobby Nick, he's more indifferent about sports than anything, and he's like, "Why am I a Raiders fan?" It's like, PCW. Let's see. Andrew can't walk, but he sure can dance. That wasn't lost on me either, Mr. Rico. That but they've had Andrew in the wrestling matches, right? That's another place we've seen Andrew walking.
Last man standing between him and Quad. That was fucking great.
Oh my god. I don't know if I ever saw that one. Those are the matches that go on Peacunt 420 where it's like, oh, whoa, that was Andrew and Squad right there. He can't walk, but he sure can dance. Oscar's laughing, ha. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. Why do you keep calling me sir? It's ma'am. I'm in the proper men's room. Peacunt is a genius, says Oscar Electric. We haven't really talked about it too much, but most of you already know that Peacunt is the commissioner. The reason his name is the commissioner is because he's the commissioner of all of these great matches that he creates for Peacunt-420 on YouTube. I haven't seen those. Let me go. Matt, I wondered if you guys were in the Raider shirt. Hadn't seen that. Well, there you go. What we do here on the Bob. Mr. Rico, you link in my chat right now, Mr. Rico, and it says,
"Oh, you're way underwater."
Wow! Right. And didn't give me no warning. That's for the warning. I'm better, Bob. I reduced some splits. I'm not getting as many signals, but it's still happening, I guess.
Right.
If you hear me enough, Mr. Rico says I haven't seen any of those. I'm just talking about the matches. And if you click on the link that's running throughout the entirety of the show, when you see the link box go by, it's right there. Yeah. Peacunt YouTube channel at Peacunt-420. Right there, right there on YouTube. And what do you guys say about that, Peacunt? You were saying, yep. Had anything to that?
Can't understand you, Bobby Fran.
Yeah, you're totally underwater.
Waiting for my signal. Whoa.
Signals in the water, Bobby Fran Roboto.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think you're okay now. I think you might be okay.
I'm still getting a little. Don asks, is the Electra piss break going away? I can mix in both there, Don. You know, I do have a desire to keep the show evolving, and you know that there is a story with that one, and I played that long beyond whatever happened with the story and all. I personally have no problem with Electra or anything. I don't, you know, they unfriended me for their own reasons without any fault of my own. So I have no problem other than the fact that it reminds me of like some old friends that have died and passed away, and I no longer have. You know, to enjoy them around. Don't make me leave, says Don. Son of a bitch. Matt, he acknowledges I'm underwater. Don, it's here forever. Bobby Nick is a great announcer, says Terry Nee. Cool, thanks, says Mr. Rico. There you go. That's where you can check all of them. I know there's people out there that haven't seen all of them. Do not stop Electra's piss break. Oh my God. All right, Don, Jesus. We got one strong vote for Electra's piss break right here. I'm just kind of keep the show moving and fresh there, Mr. Don. Let's see. Bobby Fran is entering the Matrix. Yeah, it seems to be.
A little bit.
Signals in the water, Bobby Fran Roboto.
Shut up, Terry Nee.
Little Fran.
Going to add a little chicken in the corner for, I'll be Terry Nee in the corner. Oh, there you go. Oscar Electric is laughing. Grab for money really brings out character. Are we talking about me? Why did we get the grab for money? I'm not sure that. Grab for money. I heard she's kind of cunty. So I don't know. You know, stuff has went down on other shows with that. Some of you that know the backstory and all that and all. And I feel like that I was just like caught up in everything, Don. You know, I had no participation in anything that was going on that upset Electra or Hack Ride. I was involved in 0% of it, but because people that were on my show did something that upset her, I got kicked to the curb. So I've never had any problem with Electra and Hack Ride. Still kind of consider them friends, but even though they've kind of dismissed me. But there you go.
You got our stink on you, Bobby Fran.
Yeah.
I guess that is true. Much like with getting the blame for being terrible people yesterday. I do, and I'll take that stink because we're bros, and I really know what it's all about. Let me see. Grab for money really brings out character. Let's see. I heard. Oh, I was looking for that. Did I have that? Who was that? That was Martha Stewart's daughter. I thought I had that clip there for a while there. I don't know where that is. I forget her name. I had Cunty there for a minute. Lost track of that one. Ooh, Cunty. I think I just watched a backstory in the bathroom. Did you? Oh, back flush story? I don't know. Oh, well, who cares? Let's have fun. Fuck that shit. Yeah, exactly, Don. I'm okay with kind of everything, but I'm going to keep moving and striving and moving on and evolving and developing this show. But I'll take a note of what you guys like and keep that in. BF popping a new AOL CD. My 50 hours are up.
Signals in the water, Bobby Fran Roboto.
All right, guys, at 2:35 on the East Coast of the United States, we're caught up with the chat now. Why don't I play a little fun thing I was going to play for you, and then we're going to do the National Day Calendar check, because it's always a holiday or celebration for someone or something. So we like to check the National Day Calendar. A lot of days. We don't do it every day, but we're going to do it today. But right after this, right now, I just want to hang around with my girl on the vibe right here. Let's watch this.
'Cause all of the stars have faded away.
Behave. That's Oasis. Behave.
You'll see them someday. Take what you need. Help me on your way.
I don't think my dude fits in that seat very well. I can't believe they let the ride go on.
Oh, yeah.
Just hanging out with my girl. How dare you? Don says Oasis stinks. Bob Levy, you got something to say about that? Don says Oasis stinks. Whoop, when Bob says to that. I didn't say it. Don said it. Let's see. Not sexy. Oasis stinks. Ha ha ha, says Oscar Electric. Let's continue on here with positive vibes right here. Wedgie, it's a turbo wedgie. It's a swinging wedgie. All right, but now we're going to do that National Day calendar check because like I said, there's always these weird holidays and celebrations for someone or something every day of the year on the National Day calendar. We're going to check them now with the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
It's all right, folks. We've already discussed it. I might have said the 28th or another day earlier because I do that because when you're planning one show one day and you're still in a current day, you get the days all mixed up. That's why I like to frame it every now and then for myself and for everybody else that today is not the 28th. It is Tuesday, July 29th of 2025. Just but 2 more days left in July before we're in August and summer's bearing down on us, folks. Going to be running out on us. But right now, we're going to do a quick National Day calendar check. This is the National Day. Hey, hey. For July 29th on a Tuesday, we have National Lipstick Day. Let's see who put that on there. Some beauty company put that on there. Oh, but we got to cover this one, guys, because it's National Chicken Wing Day. Come on now.
Ooh.
Yes, Bob. I love me some chicken wings. Whoa. And Garfield will be
interested
in this. Yes.
I've had chicken wings for the past 2 fucking days. So
get the fuck out, Bobby Nick. Well,
not even kidding.
Bobby Nick got a head start celebrating. My wife and I went out when we were doing our weekend test, Bobby Nick, and I had me some chicken wings. And around here, we like put Old Bay on everything, so I had Old Bay wings around here, buddy. Just nice, spicy Old Bay wings. I like a dry rub, but whatever you like, today is your day because it's National Chicken Wing Day, as well as Garfield's favorite holiday, probably National Lasagna Day. Lasagna Day is on the National Day calendar. I covered Lipstick Day. I mean, we'll cover lipstick real quick just because how much can it be about? We had a Florida summer up north, says our friend Terry Nee. Oscar says, not for us people that live in Florida. We have summer 12 months of the year. Yeah, Oscar Electric, that is a thing, but I live up here in the, the mid-Atlantic, and we do get the full seasons, my friend, and many times I sit here doing shows and doing other things, smoking weed and saying, well, I'll do that outside thing later, and before you know it, Labor Day kicks me in my ass and catches up to me. Let's do the National Day. What's it, National Lipstick Day? On July 29th, encourages you to wear your best color, Scott. Oh, my goodness. For some, lipstick is the only makeup requirement. Whether sheer or light, dark or bright, National Lipstick Day calls for all kinds of lipstick. How do you guys, going around the horn, how do you guys feel about like lipstick in general on women?
I just like a little eyeliner. I ain't much on makeup. I'm not, maybe a little, I'm real light on makeup. I'm not really a makeup person.
Yeah,
I can go without lipstick.
Me too. Yeah, the more makeup, the more concerned I get, Scott and Bobby Nick. Yeah. I don't, and especially when it's a dark color, that throws me off like crazy, Bobby Nick. When it's like super dark, like almost black or something, like those dark purples or something, and it looks like their lips are from another human being or something. That throws me off a bit. But I don't mind a little well done lipstick. But yeah, once you start to get into like doing things, that lipstick can get a little messy in your way. Let's see who's checking in.
You can't get it off your dick.
Exactly, Bobby Nick. Yeah, I kind of danced around it, but you said it right on it. Terry says, I love September. Well, that happens to be my birth month, Terry Nee, so I'll be looking for a present from my new boyfriend or whatever. Let's see. Rob Taker checks in on the vibe and says, it's just 100 outside currently. No biggie. I think there's still the heat wave is going on across much of the lower 48 here in the United States. It's currently 94 degrees and sunny where I'm coming to you from. And I imagine they will have like a different feels like temperature, which I don't know how I feel about that whole feels like thing, Scott. Like if it feels like 120, then that's what the fuck it is, right?
Yeah.
This whole, it's this one temperature, but it feels like this. What are we talking about? That drives me nuts when they differentiate the two. Lipstick and painted toes. I love lipstick. I love painted toes and hoes. I love to suck on some toes. No biggie, Rob. Terry Nee, did you leave a lipstick on BF in DC? Exactly, Pecan. Now you know why I'm against it. What color lip gloss does piss shit likes on Jen? Oh my God. Andrew, what's up, buddy? I hear you, but did you hear Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did something.
He must be. What is he doing?
He said, yeah.
And I can't see him though.
Oh,
hey, buddy. There he is. Will you move your body so we know you're alive and awake? Christ's sake, you just sit there all still. I can't tell if you're frozen or what. You say my name. What's up, buddy?
Dude, I had my mic muted all this time.
You dumb. I tried to bring you back in, you knucklehead. You had it muted and I had you backstage. I was wondering what was going on. Enough makeup to look great, but not too much makeup that you wake up with her and don't recognize her the next morning. That's it. When they put too much of that makeup on and they don't look like themselves without it, that's when it gets scary for me. Let's see. What's up, Andrew?
So, dude, part of their problem they're having is they think I'm watching too much porn. So they're...
And
now, now are you the only one that's ever watched porn in there and they're regulated? I don't understand that. What part of healthcare is judging a human being just because they have a condition? I don't get the connection. I don't. I just like the ring it leaves on my gag. Says Mr. Rico about the lipstick. There you go. Prove that he had some activity down there. Mr. Rico's getting a laugh. Oscar, yes, or no makeup at all if she can get away from it. Yeah, I like very little makeup too. I'm a little makeup guy. Red lipstick triggers men unconsciously. Yeah, they want them thinking of women is in heat or something like that. There you go. Mr. Rico Suave checking in. Pecan getting the love. Don checks in and says, you notice how Frankie McDonald's up on my screen? I left that up there on purpose, guys, right?
Yeah, I've been wanting to ask about it so bad, man. I've been 15 times, man. I've been wanting to ask, what's Frankie on there?
They will not budge, by the way. Will not.
Well, Andrew, that's between you're a grown ass adult, and I don't know how you how we settle what a grown ass adult likes to take in and how we balance that with them taking care of you. I don't know who wins in that argument. I know as a human being, I want freedom, personal freedom, and to do what I want. As long as nobody is looking at your porn over your shoulder and other people are viewing you porn, why is it that any of their business just because you happen to be stuck in that home? I don't know if I'll ever understand it. Don't get me started. Masturbating is healthy. Call the nurse in and let me have a talk with her. Let's not get let Oscar Electric. He's already stepped in it in that regard. Yes, Andrew, cut the porn. What else is he? So let's see. He's not supposed to. I don't know. You're going to get me started again. Agreed on Oscar Electric. If you're, I'm just going to start eliminating everything, all the things they don't want him to do. But the reason Frankie McDonald is showing up on my feed is because I'm a Frankie fan, and I typed in the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame, and that's where you can find your Frankie McDonald bobblehead. So that comes up in my ads, guys. You know, like whatever I click on, it shows up in my ads. Like when I had the wrestling belt for a while. So you notice, Andrew, no porn is coming up on my ads. Mostly because I don't use this computer for porn, but I digress. Let me see. If he's watching the kind of porn Sal Governale is into, then they might have a point. I'm just trying to understand any living human situation where someone is a grown ass adult and other people come in and say we do or do not like this, and this about you. I don't understand why that's even a thing. I don't understand it. We aren't bitches, Terry. Mr. Rico says, just tell them they are wrong, Andrew. You don't watch enough porn. And that's a fair argument to make too, because I say, Mr. Rico, that since we've known Andrew, I will say that because he's podcasting, that he's been forced to cut down on his porn consumption a lot. So he's already looking at less porn. So let me see. I can't do makeup because my skin is sensitive. Stormy says, how do they know about your porn watching? Are they at your history? Invasion of privacy. Are they looking over your shoulder? I don't get it, Stormy. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get Twitter.
So do they analyze the thoughts and activities of every patient in there and tell them what they like and don't like about it, Andrew? I don't get where that's part of. I don't get it. It's just science nerd. Tyranny is laughing. Let's see. Right, Stormy. Oh, look who's checking in. It's the one and only, the lovely. She might shit her pants and everything, but like we say around here about Wendy,
she shits up her pants.
'Cause she's always a Wendy to me. You know what to do. You know what to do, Poppy.
I better have to call Wendy to make out with me at this point.
Oh my God. You better make sure that it's okay with them that you have a friend to make out with, Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm considering putting my tongue in someone's mouth. Could you check your list and see if that's allowed before? Get the fuck out of here. You're going to get me started. Speaking of pretty ladies, hey, Stormy, you might notice that I get a little extra tense and a little defensive when people come at my people and my friends. I get a little, I can't keep it in a little bit. So let's see. I love Dead Bakor. That's Wendy shouting out you, cunt, buddy.
Sit there, Wendy.
Rob Taker says, I can go one day without Andrew bitching about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, porn, whores, blocking him, and now his dick doesn't work. You left one thing off of the list.
I only have one testicle.
You forgot about that, Rob Taker. Let me see. Hi, Wendy, from our friend Tiffany Washington. Matt says, hey, Wendy girl, I hope you're feeling better today, honey. Mr. Rico says, take Andrew to the Villages. Well, Mr. Rico, I think that Andrew can't wait to get older all of a sudden because he knows he is within striking distance of the Villages. Put Wendy's toe in your mouth. Nobody wants that. Guarantee you. You want to like me to prove it to you? Like to see it? Here you go.
At this point, I hate to be morbid.
Too late.
But maybe the only.
You mean that, Terry Nee?
Wow!
Got you.
Wow! Oh my God! Oh no!
Jesus!
Now I can't figure out how to get it off the screen, guys.
Oh no! Get it out! Get it out!
I had too many boxes backstage. I couldn't find it fast enough.
The only way to fix this is wait till.
Look, Oscar already just saw it. He went, no. Lest anyone think that was CGI or anything, that was 100% authentic picture of Wendy's toe. He continues to scream no in the next super chat. In the next chat, he goes, no.
Maybe the only way to fix this is wait for my mom and grandma to croak.
Oh, wow.
Rob Taker feels a certain way about this toe video. He says, class action lawsuit and unsubbing. I heard they air tagged Andrew's chair so they can GPS him in the bathroom or wherever he is. That would be a step up. Let's continue. We got a couple more I want to go on the National Day calendar. Stop getting me sidetracked with my anger's going to get the best of me. You won't like me when I'm angry. I'm like the Incredible Hulk up in this bitch. Don't come from my people. I turn green and shit. Don't do it. I get all Bill Bixby up on your ass up in here. All right. Let me share this next.
Not having an orgasm? What was that?
I can't get the picture out of my mind.
Oh. I know it's bad.
No.
Andrew, you have no rights, and he has lefts, and he has no lefts. No rights or no lefts. Wendy has a good camera, says our friend Terry Nee. Apparently too good for that picture right there, buddy. Now, and I'm the pun intended, we're going to get into the meat of it and start talking about National Chicken Wing Day. We just covered National Lipstick Day. So let's talk about chicken wings. We started talking about them. Bobby Nick said that this all week leading up to Chicken Wing Day, you've been eating them already. Have you, Bob?
I have. Past 2 days in a row, yeah.
Now, how do you like yours, my friend, since you have so many?
I just like them the way they fucking serve them. Not hot.
Like plain with a sauce, any kind of dipping sauce. What you get?
Yeah. Well, honey garlic on them. So
honey. Wow. Oh, let me put it up for you. Honey garlic. Okay, so that's something. Now I'm more of a dry rub guy, Bobby Nick, because I don't like sauces and things that are overly wet and all. How about you, Pecan? What's your go-to chicken wing? You like a chicken wing?
I like honey barbecue.
Honey barbecue. All right. I like a drop. Hey, Andrew. I know Andrew's wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, but I've heard lots of bad, not great things online about them. Andrew, you like wings, buddy? What kind of wings would you like to get down with?
Yes, I do.
Could you look up long enough to answer the question and then look back down? I'm going to tell these people you're on your shit too much. Won't even participate in my show, I'm going to tell them. I'm telling on you. That's it. Garlic Parmesan is Terry Nee's jam. That sweet chili wings, Thai sweet chili wings are the favorite. I'm going to put you backstage, Andrew, because I hear people talking. I'm putting you backstage. They're checking on Andrew. Hi. People taking care of Andrew. I'm putting you backstage. He's watching porn. Mr. Rico. Well, then maybe they have a point there. He's not even. Yes, nerd. Like I said, I like dry rub. I like the Old Bay wings. Mild, with a side of homemade ranch. Yeah, but who made that ranch? That's the part you have to worry about there. Like, you don't want it too homemade there. I love my Canadian. I love Bobby. I need my bacon, Bobby. I love my Canadian bacon, Bobby. Well done. Says Wendy. I got that for you right here. Let's see. I don't think I have a link ready to that one, but that's one I show. I'll write with a sizzle. I show okay, but why here a lot, but I haven't showed Bobby Bacon. Bobby Bacon. I want my Bobby Bacon. That kills me the way she says bacon, Bobby. I will make it myself, says Stephanie Washington. Rob Taker says, I'm going to get a cheese grater and make a Wendy foot rub for PF. Oh my God. How did that come about, Bobby Nick? We were talking about health conditions one day or something, and Wendy kind of shared with us that she had that issue going on with her foot. I don't know. We were talking about other things.
No, actually, just randomly, like she pulled something, a big chunk of her toe off, and she figured she'd send the pictures to me. So, and then I remember it was in the morning. I was supposed to come up here, and I had to tell you guys. I had to tell you guys in the chat that I got to take some time before I can get up here. That's how much it fucked me up.
That's right, because he's already adapted to getting the daily Wendy constitutional shit pick. That was one thing, and then when he hit us the one day, I'm like, what could she have sent you that's worse than shit that Bobby Nick is having like I need a step back reaction? And that's what it was. It was Wendy's toe. That's what we said.
I remember.
It was.
I remember.
Right there.
I sent both pictures, to both you and Scott. And it fucked us all up for the rest of the show. Like, it was a showstopper.
And people were asking to put it in the Discord because we were talking it up so much. They were like, I need to see this picture. So some of you have witnessed the horror in the Discord. And if you're not, it's probably, if you scroll over there and BF Live The Vibe, it's probably in there at some point. I use lube in my dry rub. Nasty. Hell yeah, Tiff. Homemade is the best. It all depends on what pump you're getting that ranch out of. Yes, I do, says Wendy. The nail fell off, says Terry. I ain't know it fell off. What's the purpose of the shirt for Andrew? Let me see. He had people in his room. There's Andrew right there. Well, it's because Andrew, we've had a hard time keeping Andrew clothed doing podcasts. Matter of fact, he rolled out of the bathroom one time into a live shot, buck naked, but luckily his sit was down between his legs. So Andrew is concentrating on, I believe, running either porn or running Andrew the Giant 96.
No, just Facebook.
He's doing his thing. He's doing his stuff, his social media in the time that he's been allowed right now. Stormy checks in and says, ooh, I knew I shouldn't eat right now. Damn it. I didn't give no warning. Our Wendy is falling apart, says our friend Don checking in. I also learned to make the Big Mac sauce for salads. Once again, it all depends on what pump you get the sauce out of. The nail looked like a chicken nugget. Well, that's appropriate here. Hey, Matt checking in. Fucking warn us, Bobby Fran, next time. Don says, I missed it. Show it again. Not another win for the toe. Okay, here comes I'll give you a warning, guys. I'm about to show something. About to show Wendy's. This is Health Report right here on BF Live The Vibe. We're not doing this for sensationalism. One of our friends, Wendy, has a health issue, and I'm sharing it right now. But it is gross, so be warned. There it is right there. That is not from a Hollywood movie or anything. That is someone's actual foot. She got the sugar foot, y'all. She got that little extended edition of the sugar foot. This is what I showed you right here on The Vibe.
It's like a lizard foot or something.
I don't know. or monitor foot, like we were talking about earlier. Lizard foot.
Her DNA is changing.
What's that, buddy?
Her DNA is changing.
Yeah, she's like she's metamorphosizing into something else or something. Metamorphically changing. So my only last take on chicken wing that I'll give you guys is that, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to make a statement. It might be highly controversial to many of you, but there is no such thing as a boneless chicken wing. Okay, if you get something called a boneless chicken wing, that is a hunk of chicken. Yep. It's not a bone involved. You just got a piece of chicken. It's not a boneless chicken wing. It's just a piece of chicken. That's the more you know from me and BF. When they always come, they go, do you want bone in or bone? What?
I ain't boneless chicken.
I had a feeling. I figured I was going to offend somebody in that there, Andrew. You eat hunks of chicken. There's no such thing as boneless. You don't call a hamburger boneless steak, do you? It's a fucking hamburger. No.
It's true.
You don't say, I want a steak, boneless steak. It's a fucking hamburger,
I kind of go the boneless route too, and the reason is the chicken bones. I don't like to get I don't like to get all the meat off. I don't like to see the veins and the cartilage and the.
That's a fair point.
You know
Scott.
what I mean?
I love that.
I end up wasting some of it because I'll have to leave too much behind. So
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
I try
fucking
to
chew
eat
that
down-
cartilage, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Bobby Nick's one of those guys that just like strip it off the bone and kind of just take everything
Yeah.
off each end of it and everything.
Oh yeah.
But my thing is, it's fine if you like to eat a piece of chicken, Scott, that doesn't contain anything in it. But to call it, I'm talking about the verbiage, the title. I'm talking about if you want to eat chicken,
Right.
like a chicken nugget. That's a chicken nugget. It's
Yeah,
a piece
yeah.
of chicken meat. It's not a fucking. It's not a bonus wing. I don't have many pet peeves. But that's my little stupid pet peeve. So Scott
Yeah,
likes
it's-
nuggets, base exactly.
Swear to God, when I walked off just a second ago, I was getting me some chicken nuggets prepared for
Hey,
after the show.
What's up, Andrew? You saying hey? What's up, my friend? Chicken hunk eater.
So, who, what do I do, guys? What do I do, guys?
Apparently, you hold up my show. Say nothing.
So, about this whole thing.
Oh, you're going to do a live or something like or a report? I told you what to do, Andrew.
Like, the whole problem I have.
Well, I told you, Andrew, it's not going to get solved in one fell swoop, buddy. We're solving it one thing at a time. Hey, look who's here, Bobby Nick. Why don't you sing her in?
It's Sweet Scorpio. Oh, good
There
to
you
see you.
go. There you go.
Oh,
Sweet
yeah.
Scorpio checks in for afternoon vibes right here. Andrew is harshing my mellow again. Son of a bitch.
I
why don't we
love
do
you,
this?
babe.
Whoa.
Sweet Scorpio.
Well, that one was for Matt though, but okay. He loves you too, Matt, and Sweet Scorpio. I got you, babe. We have a brown alert. Andrew has a brown alert in his room. We used to do the brown alert all the time. Hey, Scorp. Andrew wants his bone in. Exactly. He don't take Andrew's bone away from him. Oh, Bobby, you're my baby. Come to mama. Yeah. Hey, Bobby Nick, do you have access to Bobby Bacon real quick? Good times never been so good.
Which one? Which one?
Bobby Bacon, Bobby Bacon, Bobby.
Yeah, I think.
Andrew Baby Cakes from Sweet Scorpio. She returns the love. Now, as I wrap up this last one, we'll show you Bobby Bacon right after we finish up this National Day, the National Day calendar check. Now, guys, I like me some lasagna. What do we think about lasagna on the National Lasagna Day there, Pecan? You like some lasagna? I call it sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
Lasagna?
I love some lasagna.
I like a little cheese, a little meat in there in my lasagna. Now, I'm vegetables and a bunch of other shit. What do you like in your lasagna?
Ricotta.
Oh,
Ricotta's
ricotta. I like how the people like Sal Governale used to try to over enunciate the cheese to try to point out that he was, ricotta. Get the ricotta cheese or the mozzarella. Or they would say something like that. The ricotta, mozzarella. Well, I think they're all in here on National Lasagna Day. And I also know that my cartoon buddy Garfield, he loved him some lasagna. So this is probably Garfield's favorite holiday. It's National Lasagna Day on the National Day calendar. July 29th is National Lasagna Day, and we encourage everyone to enjoy at least one version of this delicious layer of noodles, sausage, cheese, and whatever else your heart desires in your idea of lasagna. Lasagna requires using layers of cheese, meats, not vegetables for me, and sauce to create a delicious blend of savory baked layers. Since lasagna is one of the oldest kinds of pasta, cooks have developed quite a selection of recipes, from vegan to seafood and dessert. Lasagna fills recipe books around the world. Hey, Pecan, lately I have taken to eating, I found these good Marie Callender's lasagna in the store, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Where you heat them up in a bowl for like 4 minutes. That shit smells like my house is an Italian restaurant in here when I'm making that. That's the good stuff right there. Space Nerd is a fan. Tiffany Washington says ricotta, mozzarella, provolone. I'll try to say it with all the accents they do. Parmesan. What else we got? Meat, onions, and garlic is how Tiffany Washington enjoys her lasagna on National Lasagna Day. I'm a fan, says Space. Let's see. Lasagna needs to be balanced just right. That is a good point, Terry Nee, because if there's too many noodles and not enough sauce, then it comes off dry, piquant. Sometimes people cook it with the ricotta and not enough sauce, and then you're just like eating mouthfuls of ricotta or whatever. Do you like it that way? How do you like it?
Yeah.
Just 1 second, Andrew. Let Pecan finish his point.
Yeah, I like it either way. I mean, I like some good ricotta. I mean,
I can't take too much cheese in there. I don't want the. Yeah. I prefer lasagna. Yes, Andrew, your point, my friend. What are we going to ask me?
So, should I post something on Facebook?
Oh my god. Do whatever you want, Andrew.
I know. I don't have any problems I can solve. I got to talk to his grandma. We got to tell him what to post. We're trying, Andrew. We're solving your problems and doing a show at the same time. I explained to you earlier, speak from your heart. Say, hello, this is Andrew. If you haven't seen me in a while, it's because I'm in a new situation and we're trying to adjust my schedule to everything that's going on in my new situation. Things of this nature. You understand, Andrew? That's my best advice for you, my friend. But like I always told you, always be yourself and just speak off your heart and you'll be good. Juggle Jen lets us know that at 2 minutes after 3 o'clock, we're officially into Overvibe. It means 3 hours wasn't enough to contain the fun we're attempting to have here today. Scorpio gets the love from Oscar Electric. Terry Nee says, the sodium level in frozen lasagna is off the charts. They probably do that so when it makes it to you, it got some taste into it. We just fell in the Andrew vortex.
Yes, we have that.
Many of the Stern fans remember the Benji vortex, where no matter what was being talked about, said, or done, Benji could somehow find to make the way about the show about him. We are in the Andrew vortex. We aren't paid enough to be your doctors and therapists, for fuck's sakes, Andrew. Say you're living in an Orwellian nightmare without saying you're living in an Orwellian nightmare. All right, guys. Well, it is 3 minutes after 3. We are in Overvibe. I could keep going, but
I didn't put that video backstage, Bobby, friend.
Oh yeah, we'll have fun. I'm gonna play this one last video, and rather than extend the show on my boys, who are always so great to show with me, and they don't even know that we're going into Overvibe, and they'll stay around every time with me. I'm not gonna put it on them so much today. We are into Overvibe, but I'll try not to make it so long. I'm gonna share a cartoon with you. I'm going to remind you that it is Tuesday near the end of July, and I know that Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays mean that's no filter, so the fun is only beginning here at the Vibe. They're going to tell you about no filter when we get back right after this, but first we're going to watch Bobby Bacon, and you'll probably see Wendy in the chat loving eating up some Bobby Bacon. Here's one last cartoon for some fun right here on the Vibe. Thank you, Bobby Nick, for throwing this back here.
This isn't the cartoon. This is the original video.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, well, yeah. I'll play this one, and please put Bobby Bacon back there. How about that? We'll play in order. Okay. All right. So explain the original video, Bobby. How did this lead to Bobby Bacon animation?
Wendy one day, she's like, "Hey, Bobby, play the video I sent you." Okay. And everybody laughed their asses off. Of course, Blood's seen it. Yeah. He went and did what he did with it. But yeah, so this is the original.
All right, so this is the genesis. This is what created the next thing I'm going to show you, Bobby Bacon, that was created by Blood, actually, and we'll get into that with his plugs. But this is the original video that Wendy just kind of made up on her own and sent to you, referring to you as her Bobby Bacon, right?
Yeah.
You can't write this stuff, folks. Only the one and only Wendy Pack, formerly from the Howard Stern Show.
She is Bacon.
All right, can come up with this. This is a Wendy original, though. Nobody wrote this for her. Nobody scripted it for her. She had a notion about Bobby Bacon. She mixed it together, and this is what she came up with.
Hello, Bobby. Hello, Bobby. It's me, Bobby. I'm your Canadian bacon, Bobby. Eat me, Bobby. Eat me, Bobby. I'm your Canadian bacon. Bacon, yes. Bacon, bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Eat me, goddammit. Eat me, you little cunt, Bobby. Bobby, eat me.
I don't know why she gets away with that with me. Like everybody else's mouth, cunt sounds so bad, but she makes it work. Wendy makes cunt work. I don't know what it is about her. Maybe it's because she's a female and when she does it, it's always so like authentic. I don't know, but Wendy gets a pass for me on that. I think it's funny.
You know you want the bacon, Bobby. Eat me, Bubby.
Bubby, that.
Eat me, honey.
Fuck yeah. So that's so, once again, that is just out of the pure love that Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern Show back in the day has for our friend Bobby Nick, that she just made that up. She made her own. She has Banana Man, and now she's Bacon Man. Apparently, oh, we got another Andrew problem, guys. Hang on a second.
Get him, guys.
I gotta attend it. Wait, what's the problem this time, Andrew?
Get him, guys.
What are we getting?
What?
Get him.
Get what?
See the post I said?
No.
This post.
No, I'm doing a fucking show, and you're supposed to be doing it with me. I'm gonna let you know that Juggalette Jen checks in with yet another gifted membership. Your support means everything to me, everyone, and Juggalette Jen, you just hitting it, killing it the last month or so. And I will let you know that the one and only James Legend called that one. James Q Legend.
Yeah.
He stops in every now and then on the Vibe. I haven't seen him in a minute, but maybe this will bring him back around. Compliments of Juggalette Jen. Thank you. Yes, Bobby. Yes, Bobby.
Yeah, then there was that video. I put backstage the blood video. Bacon for Bobby. If you want to check that out.
And I will acknowledge that because, like I said, this is blood, and we have many talented people, and I'm the benefactor of many talented people in this community. So I've said it many times. I love when people take whatever silliness they see us doing, and they think they add their talent to it, and they take it to another level. So Blood, being a fan of what we do, he saw that video right there, and how can you not love some Wendy and Bubby Bacon Bobby? I want to acknowledge Dang Lizard checking in.
Dang.
Another guy who we featured his cartoons. We're not doing that right now. We're showing how the origins of Bobby Bacon. Wendy just sent a video out of her love for Bobby, and then Blood saw it and said, you know what? I love what you guys did so much. I'm going to take it to another level, and I'm going to bring you Bacon for Bobby.
I want to thank everybody who came on the panel.
You're welcome, Bobby.
We'll be back tonight right here at Bobby Nick 1978. So
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
bye.
Hello?
It's me, Bobby. I'm your Canadian bacon, Bobby. Eat me, Bobby. Eat me, Bobby. I'm your Canadian bacon.
What
Bacon,
the
bacon. Eat me, goddammit, you little
Look,
cunt,
I don't know who this
Bobby.
is, but this is kind of
Bobby,
creepy.
eat me, you cunt. You know you want me, Bobby. You know you want
No,
the
I don't
bacon.
want to eat the bacon.
You know you want the bacon, Bobby.
Sounds like Andrew.
Eat me, Bobby.
Oh, it ate him. Eat the bacon, Bobby. You cunt.
The bacon ate Bobby.
The Baconator, the Bacon ate Bobby, featuring Wendy and Bobby Nick. Bobby for bacon, bacon for Bobby.
Yeah.
Created by Blood. Was that not Bobby Nick?
That's right. Created by Blood. At Created by Blood. If you go to that channel, subscribe to him.
Well, like I said, guys, thank you very much for that. It's 10 minutes after 3 where I'm coming to you on the East Coast of the United States. That's 10 minutes into hour number 4. Well, it's only supposed to be a 3-hour show. And these guys show up for me every day. And I don't even, like I said, we go to an over vibe and all kind of stuff. They sit through it all. So it's 10 after. We're going to wrap up the show right now. We hope you enjoyed that stuff right there. Just eat it, Bubby. The bacon constrictor instead of the Bowen constrictor. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the contributions, the super chats, the content that you guys give us, and just the fun vibe that you create in the Vibe chat right here. I'm going to throw it around to everybody now because, like I said, this is Tuesday. I like to remind myself and everybody else because when you're prepping a show one day for the next day, you never quite know what day you're in sometimes. It is July 29th, Tuesday, July 29th. Andrew, I'm going to turn it over to you, buddy. I'm going to need you to look up for a minute and do your proper plugs and let everybody know where they can find you later on tonight when you're doing your show.
No Filter, Andrew and Friends will now be streaming on my channel since.
That's right.
What's that all about, Bobby? What are we talking about?
Both
What do you
channels.
mean?
Both
You're
channels.
going to co-stream it is what you're saying.
That's right.
Awesome. That's a great idea, Andrew. So Andrew's going to co-stream from his No Filter with Andrew and Friends show, which really doesn't have 40,000, Andrew, but it's going to be co-streamed to your 40,000 channel. I think that's a great idea, buddy. What else you have for us? What's going on tonight with you?
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Get them up there, folks.
There you go. And beware when you're on Twitter X of the horny wheelchair guy. We didn't teach Andrew that behavior. He's taught us that behavior. So beware when you look out for Andrew the Giant 96 right here on YouTube or at No Filter Andrew. Those are all his YouTube things. But watch out for that horny wheelchair guy and Andrew Flora 1 on Twitter X when you're out there doing your thing, folks. Watch at your own risk, Andrew. All right, and now I'm going to turn it over to my friend Pecan. He's also known as the commissioner of this wrestling league. Hey, Pecan, give your plugs and any last words. And I know Jen was excited at least to know if there's any upcoming matches or announcement you have about the wrestling league, buddy. Give us that, Pecan.
Oh, yeah. If you want to check any of my wrestling videos, you can check them out on that Pete Cunt /420. And I do have a couple matches. One of them for sure is going to happen tonight during the late night with Bobby Nick, which is at Bobby Nick 1978.
There you go.
He got it. Good shit.
And the match would be Scott Fitzpatrick and Bobby for their titles against Lou the Monster and Big Kahuna.
There you go. So you do have fresh matches you look forward to. He's known as the commissions because he creates all of these fun matches that Bobby Nick and all of them have fun with at late at night. And if you're ever up late at night and you want to have these vibes, you can always catch them, at least except for last night when Bobby Nick kind of sleep got the better of him and caught up to him. But most nights of the week, you can catch these guys watching Pecan's fun matches and all the characters in this universe. Hey, I never did see the result or hear the result of Bobby Nick versus Scott Fitzpatrick with Andrew the Giant as guest referee. Does anybody want to say what that was? How did that turn out?
I won. I won.
Boy. I should have known from the grunt that Bobby Nick won because Scott grunted. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I had to ask the question, I guess, at some point. But when you guys,
there will be a rematch, though. There will be a rematch.
Of course, there's always a rematch you can count on.
Andrew was the referee, and he kept getting terribly distracted.
Did the referee have like a pad and he was looking at porn while he was supposed to be giving a recount? Maybe that was
talking
it.
Talking to Ozzy and all kinds
he
of stuff.
even watches too much porn when he does other shit. See, it's not just here, guys, that's kind of watching him. He does it everywhere. All right, well, speaking of that guy, Scott Fitzpatrick, I'm sorry to hear, one of you were going to have to lose. I was going to have to feel bad for one of my bros. But Scott Fitzpatrick is not only part of BF Live The Vibe, he hangs out with No Filter, as you can see by his background, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. He's going last words and plugs, Scott Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, in addition to what Andrew said and what you said about no Filter tonight at 7:00 Eastern time, and then I'll show up for the wrestling thing that we got on Bobby Nick's channel and P Cunt's channel tonight at Bobby Nick 1978 and P Cunt 420. I think I got that right.
You sure did.
And
you're getting good at this.
And we're sneaking. Me and Angry Iguana are sneaking up on 400 subs. So it's kind of my goal this week to hit 400, and we're probably about like 10 or 12 short. So if you could sub to if you're into low-cal shit, sub to Angry Iguana 112.
It's not your turn, Andrew. Hang on a second.
I'm finished.
Sorry.
That's cool.
I was gonna say I'm very proud of you, Scott.
Thanks, brother.
Fuck yeah. So this is what we love doing, folks. You can check Scott Fitzpatrick. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, Bobby Nick's coming up next. Do you have your pad of paper? Do you have a pen or a pencil? Because there are ones that he knows that he's going to do tonight. You'll have to check in live to see if he falls asleep, if he kind of poops out at some point. Tune in tonight. But Bobby Nick, I'm going to turn it over to you right now, and he's going to tell you about the shows, at least the ones he knows he's going to be doing later on. Go ahead, Bobby.
That's right.
Bobby Bacon. Bobby.
That's right. Probably after this, I'll probably be doing a show with Wendy at Bobby Nick 1978. And then, tonight, No Filter with Andrew and Friends, 7 p.m. Eastern. So don't forget to tune into that. 10:30 p.m. Eastern at Bobby Nick 1978. Once again, is is Late Night with Bobby Nick. And then tomorrow, right after this show on Rumble,
I know what Wednesdays are.
I'll be doing In the Lounge. So hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Come
Tomorrow's
over.
In the Lounge day, folks.
Right. Yeah. Come over there to my Rumble. And for the low price of $1, you can see your music video requests on my show, or gift a membership or a sub or whatever they call it over on Rumble, and get 6 credits that never expire.
Never.
So there you go.
Trying to take you
That's
out
how it
here.
works over there.
There you go. And that's how we do it, folks. We just gave you 3 hours and 17 minutes of live, hopefully enjoyable content. It wouldn't mean anything if you guys weren't out there enjoying what we do and participating, and your contributions, whether it be financial or content or articles and ideas. We love and appreciate you all for it. So, folks, this is just the beginning of today's fun. Bobby Nick told you where you can find them later on tonight. 7 o'clock East. You can see Cunt Jumps In. 2 joints is there. So you never know who's going to hang out unless you show up on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. That'll be 7 p.m. East tonight on the No Filter with Andrew channel. So for all my boys, thank you for being here. I want to thank you for the generous friend P. Cunt, the commissioner. Your enthusiasm motivates me. And your generous super chats help me continue doing what I'm doing. Thank you. And your memberships. Thank you, buddy. My friend Andrew the Giant, thank you. For Scott Fitzpatrick and Bobby Nick, you can see all these boys later on tonight, 7 o'clock East. I am BF Bobby Fran saying peace and love. And like we say around here, folks, we don't say bye. We just say bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Do No Filter with Andrew and Friends later on tonight. And join me here every day, Monday through Friday, for positive vibes on The Vibe, folks. It's not bye. It's just bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Say bye, Andrew.
Bye.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.